YouTuber's channel right now getting views is horrendous. So I mean, you got to take it down. I'm sorry.
Whoa, there's some interesting things on here.
The other one finally went down. Dogpack took the first one down. That's great. Rosanna's video where she thought she was clickbaiting CP, which turned out to not be CP, which is just a false CP allegation, which led to insane news coverage that's completely bogus. It has to go down. So yeah. Anyway, all right, let's get into the video. Dude, this thing looks crazy. The first fucking frame this guy posted. You guys know Soggy Cereal? He made the Slop Channel video recently. I think he's got a few 40K, 100K, and all of a sudden his videos started hitting a few milli. Yes. He puts out Content Cop Mr. Beast, but the first frame is Dawson's termination.
Shit.
Apparently a leaked MP3 file of him getting fired.
Back on everything that we're saying. So
well, because
or it's real convincing AI.
What?
Fired me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company. If I'm talking, don't interrupt.
And I've been trying to get to this point of working on Mr. Beast for a long time. Can I please have a second chance?
Oh no,
bro.
Oh god. Oh, this is fucking great.
That definitely paints it in a different light.
Interviews, illegal lottery references. LaCoya Hill is name dropped. False CP allegations are in here. These are a lot of war crimes. We have a whole section on war crimes, ladies and gentlemen. Holy fuck. All right, let's fucking go. I'm ready. By the way, if I haven't said it enough, because YouTube chatters are like, dude, you're not saying the video name enough. Content Cop, Mr. Beast, Soggy Cereal. We'll see if he earned that by the end of the night. We're gonna get this show started. What's going on, chat? Punish Cranky, Ugandan Gaming, Ross Hetrick, Sirloin, I guess you're like steak or something. Gaffs, Old Man Tony, Poop Swag.
Okay, I see what I'm doing. Okay.
Without further ado, let's get this shit started. I'm just blown away that this dropped on a random
yeah.
in November.
I haven't done much since then. I've just been kinda
And I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO.
I've been playing a little bit more multiplayer lately. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. I'm trying to work on multiple guns at the same time, but that's not really working for me. Count towards the 33. Oh yeah, they do. I think it's like we're up 3 weapons, so you technically don't need 3 of the weapons done to get to Afterlife. Which was what I was concerned about. I was confused on what I actually needed to do.
Fire me.
Company, if I'm talking, don't interrupt.
And I've been trying to get to this point of working on Mr. Beast for a long time.
Trying to get here for a long time, chat.
Can I please have a second chance?
You were the manager of Dawson, or Dogpack 404. I was...
Wait, this is... Dude, okay, so if you guys don't know, Dawson was fired, partly because he requested an Apple Vision Pro within like 3 to 4 weeks of working there, but partially because he just didn't report for an entire week, because I guess it's run like shit. So is this, which manager, the before manager or the after manager in like the 3 to 4 weeks he worked there?
Yes, I've gotten, I'm halfway done with the latter 2, and I'm all the way done with the top one.
You were the manager of Dawson,
and that's been not great.
I was the manager of Dogpack 404 for the time being. If you had to describe the working conditions when Dawson was working with you in ideation with one word, what word would it be?
Is that an ad placement? Is Liquid Death sponsoring this video?
I would say it was depressing.
How the fuck did he get a coworker?
The war crime stuff, that was a joke. Why did you make that joke? Actively right now, but the
It also doesn't help that I have to get off whenever I mean, I do Liberty Falls, so whenever I'm like, you know,
I've noticed 1 week prior. Holy shit.
what was I gonna say? I was gonna say done. Whenever I'm all the way done through the 2000, I have to switch off to do Parasite kills over at Terminus.
I like how iDubbbz is... Wait, is that Boblax? I like how iDubbbz is like the center focus of this fucking drama.
Content Cop, I'll show you imitating Content Cop.
What we do here is go back.
just Norwegian items? Because they unironically, it kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
Like he's got the mannerisms down. I think
The snipers are
sometimes
just
the
so they're
content
so
of it is
bad.
A little overplayed and kind of cringe. But I mean, he's kind of got the mannerisms down.
As soon as I can put iron sights on any of
He
them,
just needs a fat guy.
I
or
just
something
stick
like
those
Jack
on
or
there
something.
and then just, I don't know, turn my brain off. At least things like abominations and amalgams aren't much of an issue when you have a sniper rifle, to be honest. That's one high point of them.
This is cinema, bro.
Hey,
What the fuck?
As most of you have probably guessed by now, this video won't just be about this alleged fraudulent and manipulative asshole. It'll also be about this confirmed fraudulent and manipulative asshole. Talkback.
I've been waiting for something funny for a while. Doesn't it kind of feel like we're just fighting, like we're fighting like a 6-front
was
war
very
on this
close.
fucking YouTube channel? It's just like Nick the Oreo against Dogpack and Rosanna Pansino for way too long, and people are starting to fucking notice. I'm so happy.
404,
Holy
also
shit,
known
dude.
as Dawson French, and his victims of manipulation. For the people who have not been exposed
Oh,
to his
no.
propaganda yet, Dogpack 404 or Dawson French is an ex-Mr. Beast employee who worked there for about 3 weeks, and after being fired, made or worked on videos filled with lies about Mr. Beast. And I became suspicious of Dogpack 404 after he called me overdramatic for
Let me see this.
not wanting to spread serious.
And you were being dramatic. How is saying I didn't want to make a video with the unsubstantiated proof being over dramatic?
His accusations with unsubstantiated and easily refutable evidence, as well as because he tried to silence me.
That
with
was
the
close.
slander
I almost got a
as I
nuke there.
started suspecting
That would
him.
have been very
So in
annoying.
this video, I will be debunking close to every accusation.
All right, that's
my
a
God.
tall order. I mean, all right, every allegation. Every allegation.
He and the people he manipulated have made. But soggy.
I'm genuinely curious if the melees have higher drop chance on salvage, because I've noticed that I get more salvage from them. So maybe they have the suppressor drop chance.
No. See, I think we can all agree that Lunchley kinda cringe. Logan Paul KSI collab, kinda. That's a yikes out of 10, okay? And the fucking mold situation, that is disgustingly messed up, and I'm never eating that shit in my
Mold
life. But that
situation.
doesn't mean.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're over the age of 20, you probably shouldn't eat it, even if it wasn't moldy. Listen, all right, there's probably a list of people that have to knock door to door who eat Lunchables in their 20s. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not a good look. All right, they keep a list of those people.
That just because this spiteful, vengeful ghoul accuses Mr. Beast of intentionally hiring a registered sex offender, that he actually
And then apparently they let them work at Mr. B. I'm sorry.
did. Yeah, let's talk about the lies spun by Dogpack and Jake Weddle, that Mr. Beast knowingly hired a registered sex offender, and while working at the company would refer
All right, so this is like point number 1, Delaware. Holy shit, dude.
to him by covert codename Delaware because of the crimes he committed there, and as a result is not allowed to go back into the state of Delaware.
Thank you for that. I appreciate the map. I didn't know where Delaware was. If you watch the election stream, you'll know that's the case.
And that Mr. Beast higher-ups are using that nickname because they enjoy messed up insider jokes like that.
I honestly wish they would release more attachments for aim down sight speed for the sniper rifles. Even if I know it's not probably good for multiplayer, but it makes this so much easier.
Provably false. It's been provably false since the video came out. Not the whole allegation, but Jake Weddle's framing is like they called him Delaware because he can't go back to Delaware. If you go on Mr. Beast's YouTube channel, I'm probably cucking this video right now, but there's literally a fucking video. Why? Do I have this on lock? I might. There's a video uploaded to Mr. Beast's channel where you can see Mr. Beast meeting him before he was hired for the company, when he was working at Best Buy, and he had Delaware on his fucking name tag. Like, unironically. It was, you could just go back and look on YouTube. Unless Best Buy hired him because, like, he was a sex offender in Delaware and they thought that was really funny. He literally went by Delaware as, like, an official Best Buy employee. I don't know if I have that queued up. Let me see. I might be able to get it really fast, but it's probably.
I'm hoping to finish off.
Because that's the angle I would take with it. It's called I Gave $20,000 to a random homeless person. So this is a Mr. Beast video called I Gave $20,000 to a random homeless person. It was uploaded on February 16th, 2018, prior to Delaware's hiring. And they go to a Best Buy to purchase a bunch of things. That's him. No, that's... You need to. It's awesome. Yeah, that's him. That's Delaware. Why does Best Buy have a pedo problem? and like, I mean, like
116.
He can't go back to Delaware, and they fucking sewed that onto his work uniform. It's not even a name badge.
Frankly,
They printed that off.
I'm very
That's
close to
crazy.
Purple Tiger, and I'd like to get it done
Just insane.
immediately or the next.
He's not allowed to go back to Delaware.
Bro, that is some crazy teamwork going on at Best Buy
That's his nickname.
to cover that up.
Colloquially, but yeah, it's Delaware.
Who's the CEO of Best Buy?
That's why. Yeah. You know that he knew him because he'll be in videos whenever he is. He's wearing a mask.
Just saying that out loud makes it sound like a contrived side plot in a badly written Netflix series, since state banishments are extremely rare. Most recent one I found was a 1-year Kentucky banishment in the year 2000. Luckily, the real story is much more boring.
Yeah,
See,
there it
according to
is.
a non-anonymous Mr. Beast employee, Dustin Harris, who has been working at Mr. Beast for about 6 years and went rogue because he couldn't stand Jimmy not responding to all of the misinformation being spread about not just Jimmy or the Mr. Beast company.
What was that? Hey Soggy, I'm Dustin Harris. I've been working for Beast for 6 years now. I saw your slot video. I wanted to help set the record straight about misinformation. To be clear, I think there's a lot of fair criticism out there, but at this point, it's majority misinformation and slander, not just against Jimmy, but the work I do and my colleagues. So that's
responding to all of the
Isn't it weird to see like a former Mr. Beast employee and then like there's a name attached to it? Like this is a person you can actually go back and vet to see if they're like a crazy disgruntled employee or if they're like a crazy huge dick rider of Jimmy. Like I know this guy's name is Dustin Harris, so I can go look up anything I want about him. Isn't that crazy? That's so cool. It's like an insane concept of like knowing who is talking.
Oh man, I'm so close.
Not just Jimmy or the Mr. Beast company, but also about his own friends and colleagues. Well, he explained that Delaware was once a store manager at Jimmy's local Best Buy, which, for the people who don't know, Best Buy is a $20 billion valued electronics retailer company with stores all over the US. I mean that when Jimmy was 19 and first started blowing up on YouTube, Jimmy realized he needed employees to improve his content.
Oh, here we go. As far as Delaware goes, he was a local Best Buy manager that Jimmy found. The company was growing really quickly. It was just Jimmy and 2 or 3 of his friends. So he went to Best Buy and hired like 3 people. One of them was named Delaware.
Yo.
Best Buy called him that. We didn't make
Purple
it up.
Tiger.
He ran the store, so he was the manager of the Best Buy. I guess Jimmy figured that if Best Buy thought he was good enough to manage a giant store, then he was probably good enough to manage a giant, to run a YouTube channel, which was dumb, but Jimmy was like 18 at the time, so not surprising. We do background checks now and have a super in-depth hiring process. People tend to think of the giant company we are now when they hear that story, but it wasn't a 300-person company. It was like 5 guys buying a car with pennies on the weekend. Lol.
So, as a dumbass and
again, this is what I've kind of said for the last couple of months. It's been months now, where it's like there's a constant mix-up between current day Jimmy, who like makes a couple $1 million a month, and like Jimmy, who ran a ragtag YouTube channel with his friends from high school. But the framing of all of these videos constantly
there we go.
ping-pongs back and forth between like stupid shit Jimmy did when he was 18 years old and didn't know how to run a channel like this, and stupid shit he does in current day that's much more highly criticizable when he has a fucking HR team managing stuff.
19-year-old randomly thrown into fame, he went to his local Best Buy and asked its employees if they wanted to work for it, naively thinking that a multi-billion-dollar company would have at least made sure to not hire criminals,
Excellent.
and especially to not hire a registered sex offender as store manager. 19-year-old Mr. Beast didn't do background checks. Was that stupid?
Yes.
Is Delaware a piece of shit? Yes. Should Jimmy take responsibility for making that mistake? Yes. But it wasn't this.
To be clear, I think the only person claiming otherwise that Jimmy, because again, that the guy, doesn't he run like an OnlyFans or something? Jake the Viking. Jake the Viking
fuck.
is claiming something
Damn it.
wildly
That's
different. Jake the
so
Viking said that
annoying.
Jimmy knew, and their entire team was trying to work to get his record expunged to like protect him or something. When he was like, Jimmy knew, and it's like, what did he know? He goes, my brother-in-law is a sex offender, and everyone's like, wait, Jake the Viking, what? What? I feel like you've left something out of this discourse up until now. That's, okay, cool. Yeah.
Planned by Jimmy to intentionally hire.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Jake the Viking has kind of implied that Jimmy's mom was just like okay with hiring a registered sex offender. And again, maybe that's the truth. I don't believe it, and I'm gonna be flat out saying I've never believed that, but maybe Jimmy's mom, hypothetically, was just like, yeah, dude, sex offender? That's great. We have 5 employees. One of them's a fucking registered sex offender. Bring him on the team. I personally didn't believe that was the case. There's at least one employee willing to say that that's not the case.
It was a dumb mistake by an inexperienced adolescent starting up a business. And you don't need to take mine or Dustin's word for it. If someone...
And by the way, I am fully aware that even though this is literally my fucking opinion, I understand that there's a percentage of people who are going to be like, who cares? He hired a registered sex offender, case closed. And I think that position is, like, fair. I think you could hold that against somebody. That's like a fucking insane thing to do, even by accident. And you could just blame it on like how old he was or all this other stuff, which I do think plays a factor in it. But if you're still like, if you're just like, nah, I don't accept that or whatever, I could fully understand where you're coming from.
But a shred of
Alright, I gotta go get this shotgun so I can start chonking through these guys.
But nobody shows nobody even took a minute to research it. They're just like, yeah, Jimmy and Jimmy's mom hit a pedophile. They tried to get expunged because they secretly run like a child sex cult. There we go. That's the story.
Beast channel, where you can see Delaware as the Best Buy store manager before he was hired at Mr. Beast. And guess what nickname was embroidered on his Best Buy uniform? Delaware.
Dude, I can't believe Best Buy is just so down with the...
Wow. Well, that was hard investigative research.
Oh, Delaware, because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware.
To publish a video like that where he just says that off the cuff without even like doing a lick of research. Maybe he did. Maybe people lied. Maybe charitability to dog back. Like, I'm sorry. Like the only thing that you could definitively say
We
is
are one into the ASG. Alright.
Can't
Cooking.
go back to Delaware line. That is just absurd framing.
You know that he knew it because he'll be in videos, and whenever he is, he's wearing a mask, and whenever he is.
Okay, well, I don't necessarily think the video before he was hired by Mr. Beast is exactly a fair video to use, because the implication would be that he knows that this is a sex offender, and obviously he didn't know prior to hiring.
A person?
But I do believe that there are videos where he's not wearing a mask also on the channel.
He's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask.
Yeah, there you go. There's a video when he was working on the channel. It's his fucking face. Total lie. That is a thing that you can look up prior to going ahead and making this video. Full stop. That is an inexcusable line to place in your video when you could just Google it.
For the people
Okay,
thinking
I
that he
am
still
very,
works at
very
Mr.
close
Beast,
to...
No, he was fired over half a decade ago. Now, dog.
Half a decade ago.
getting
He was hired in
Gold on this thing.
2018, by the way. So
Need what?
just-
150 more
Before you say something along the lines
baseball
of,
bat kills.
what about the recording we showed from a real Mr. Beast sample?
So what did he work there for a fucking year?
We talking about Delaware? Do you really want me to go into detail about how you and your cronies tricked an employee into saying what you wanted him to say to support your lies, and then you guys recording him and using that recording without his consent? Okay. Hi Garrett, can you tell me a bit about how long you worked at Mr. Beast?
I was at Mr. Beast from around 2017 to 2021.
So you've worked there for 5 years and could be seen as a credible ex-employee.
Yep.
Again, it's just so crazy. Garrett is like a person with like a face and like a history online that I could just look up. I could just look this guy up. If I don't believe what he says, I could just look him up. Is that crazy?
Oh shit.
You're the person who we can hear talk about Delaware in the recording Dawson or Dogpack 404 shows in his
Dude, it's not a Twitter DM. That guy's got a face, bro. No way.
video.
After 3 months, we finally saw Mr. Beast employee in person. Wait, so Dogpack released audio that was censored of this guy who's now in this video.
Dogpack 404 shows in his video.
Couple points, baby.
Can you tell me a bit about how that happened?
Yeah. It was not to my knowledge that I was being recorded
What?
at all. You know, I have a friend who, you know, I worked with plenty
Bam.
of times outside of Mr. Beast.
That was slick.
Just thought it was
That was a lot of.
just
I did
checking
really
up
good there.
on him checking up on me, and you know, when two people speak about old places, you know, there's
Double
drama, there's gossip,
points.
there's
Oh
gossip,
man, we are
you know,
cooking.
et cetera,
We are
whatever.
cooking
And
right
next
now.
thing you know, 2 weeks later, Dogpack releases like a 12 million view video.
Dude, so this
Where-
guy didn't even know he was getting fucking video. No way.
You know, I just have a really crappy voice changer over my voice, and if you know me, like, you know it's me.
So was the entire call basically just rumors you were talking about with a friend?
Yeah, it's just a friend. We're just shooting the shit, and
Bro, if there's even 1% truth to that fucking allegation, that's crazy. Alright, so this guy's claiming that they took his fucking, that his friend, like a friend of his called him, and that somehow Dogpack got the recording of this without his consent, altered it to try to mask his voice, and upload it as on-the-record testimony. If there's even like 1% of that that's true, this is a fucking disaster.
you know, I don't.
Yeah, that's a career-ending move right there.
That's a little tough. I
You
don't
know,
know.
catching up on,
Do you guys think that these people are that malicious?
you know, the current drama. Like, it's just it is nothing crazy. Like
nothing you said had any
Is this Soggy or Moggy, bro? Holy
the
shit!
actual facts behind it, as they try to construe in their video.
no, I don't. You know, I don't think any of the stuff that we were talking about really had any facts or like evidence. It was just water cooler talk.
Would you say them using the call recording unconsensually in their video has damaged you or your life in any way?
Yeah, unfortunately. To say that it hasn't hurt me financially would be just a lie. You know,
Well, yeah, dude. Because if you're like noticed, or if they figure out who you are and you're identified as a disgruntled employee, you probably won't get work in a similar industry.
Disgruntled employee. Oh, is that what he? Oh fuck! I didn't even remember that's what he betrayed him as. Fuck.
Consent to be get it, obviously.
mentally.
Like, listen, if there are people who have problems with Jimmy, all the power to them. If they want to stay anonymous because they're risking their, like, I guess being sued or something, fine. But like, you have to make sure the people that are in these videos want to fucking be there.
It's hurt me as well. I mean, I was manic and crazy for about a month and a half, trying to just watch relationships like fall through my fingers. You know, I lost someone that like was pretty close to me as well. You know, it just wasn't a good scene. So financially and mentally, it really messed me up.
Do you feel in any way like tricked, deceived, or used?
I mean, yeah. Say that I felt tricked or used is an understatement. Like
Yeah, he fucked over his life.
and did
That's
this.
no joke.
You know, I had like 3 or 4 contacts call me the night that it dropped, and I was watching the whole video trying to figure out like what they were talking about. And
I
when
think it's like dude, it's a fucking shitty voice changer in a video. You gotta assume that a lot of the people who worked with this guy could have identified who he was.
it got to that recording, my stomach just like sank.
all because of a call that they unconsensually recorded, which you clarified was basically rumors and gossip.
Yeah.
One-party consent? I mean, sure. I don't know what state these people reside in. It very well could be a two-party state. I don't know if this guy's looking to fucking sue over this, though.
I didn't want to be involved with, didn't even know what was going on. That, you know, I was just thrown into unconsensually. And yeah, you said it, man. It just,
Yeah, that sucks.
threw a pretty
It's
big wall
messed up.
in the progress of my life, and I didn't feel like that was needed, and pretty upset.
But then, what about Jake the Viking's tweet about Jimmy's mom literally allowing her then barely of age son to knowingly be in contact with and hire a pedophile? First of all, have you thought about just how fucking absurd that's?
I have, and I've been saying this for like the entire time. That's fucking ridiculous, but okay, let's see.
And second, Jake the Viking is a shitty person and untrustworthy. Even Dogpack's friends agree on that. Like,
Yeah, by the way, this whole Jake the Viking thing, I mentioned it earlier briefly, but like the guy was doing the whole Jimmy knew, Jimmy's gonna get exposed, Jimmy knew. And they're like, well, what did he know? He goes, he knew my brother-in-law was a registered sex offender. And everyone was just like, I mean, so did you. Why is this the first time we're hearing about this? Like, that's just a crazy thing to dude, he dropped hard teasers that his brother-in-law was a registered sex offender and people were covering it up. Like him.
He's not a good guy.
Yeah, that was. He did do that. That is true.
wow, Dogpack and Jake Weddle falsely implying Mr. Beast intentionally hired a registered sex offender and created a nickname to joke about it within the company to then try back up their baseless claims by tricking an employee and recording him without consent? That's pretty messed up, Soggy. Yahoo! That'd be as shameless as falsely accusing someone of committing war crimes against the Geneva Convention in a consented to solitary confinement challenge where you'd earn $10,000 a day and can quit whenever you want and still keep the accumulated prize money up until that point during a time where
there are people who don't know this either, that not only did Jake Weddle fail the challenge and get to leave when he wanted, but they paid him for every day he was there. And then, when he complained about it, Mr. Beast offered to pay him the rest. And then then Jake Weddle didn't want to take the money for some reason, except for $50,000 that he really needed. This is just a really weird fucking situation, dude. This is a really weird thing. $10,000 a day. I don't know, these guys got way too much money, bro.
we have multiple countries actively at war in the world, with millions of people suffering because of it. Oh, wait.
And I go up to my friend, my good friend. He goes, "What? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists." Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing.
You know what? Let's ask.
That'd be a damn good name for the challenge of that video.
Shit, that would be a good name for a challenge video.
Ironically enough, Dustin is the good friend of Jake Weddle, who made those war crime comments. And I can prove it with Jake Weddle's own words.
Wait! He's got the guy who said that? Wait, hold on, no
Who
way!
made those war crime comments. And I can prove it.
Bro, how many people does this guy talk to?
He's got all of them.
One of my dear friends who I believe I lost. He's the same guy who did the war crime joke, which turned
No!
out to not be a joke. He got injured at Mr. Beast, and that's because of Viking. On that shoot, everybody else had to stay behind and clean up. And Viking said, "Fuck that, let's just throw all of this over the side of the mountain." Like
This
literally.
guy's a fucking assassin!
In the national park. And my good dear friend, who I kept saying was one of the good people over there, said, "You're not going to do that. I'm not going to let you do that." And Viking said, "Watch me." And he did it. But my friend gathered up all the stuff he could to make sure there was just that much less litter. And that's a really good thing to do. He carried everything he could down the mountain, and he broke his ankle. They said, "Yeah, you were carrying too much stuff, right?" Yes, he was. Because that guy's a saint.
And blame me for
No
our friend
way!
Dustin. I'll use names, unlike you. Our friend Dustin falling and breaking his leg. Or not his leg, yeah, his ankle. I'm sorry, falling and breaking his ankle.
Now, why would someone who Jake Weddle himself, who is clearly against Mr. Beast, describes as one of the best people he has ever known, who literally broke his ankle trying to prevent littering, and in Jake's own words, is a saint?
Because that guy's a saint.
Go rogue to try and correct defamatory statements made against Jimmy if Jimmy committed war crimes. The war crime stuff was 100% a joke. I'm now a producer, but I was originally hired as comedy writer with Jake Weddle, so I just wanted to cheer him up with a dumb and edgy joke.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me?
So-
he got the guy on record to say my friend took a joke out of context and ran with it for the video.
was a joke. Dustin actually did say the war crime stuff as a joke. Okay, that makes sense. Because in a follow-up video of Jake Weddle's and Dogpack's interview, Jake Weddle seems to slip up, saying it was a joke.
He's the same guy who did the war crime joke,
Before quickly correcting himself.
which turned out to not be a joke.
And his videos are pretty unedited.
Dude, there are like hundreds of people who are like, dude, Mr. Beast broke the Geneva Convention. It's just so fucking stupid. It's so... Oh, God. It just got to be so mad.
I gotta be so close to this
so
shit.
bad.
Come on.
He might have just accidentally let it slip through the cracks. And just to be clear, I'll show the clip of Dogpack's...
Hey, Sagi, I see you're in chat. If you want to hop on after, because I want to make sure I watch the whole video before we talk so I don't get, like, skewed. So depending on how you're doing tonight, I would absolutely love to have you on at some point.
13 million viewed video again, in which Jake and Dogpack clearly insinuated it wasn't a joke.
And I go up to my friend, my good friend. And I go, they're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists. Oh, good.
Adds the definition of war crime on the bottom left of the video.
24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess. Is what we're doing.
It's a really big allegation to say that
No problem, Sagi.
Mr. Beast took away your agency and in a sense kind of like forced you into doing this. But
Yeah,
Dude,
I
lyrics mentioned.
agree. That is very serious. That's why I alleged it.
And the viewers clearly didn't think it was a joke either. But just as I
They
will
did
rip
not.
into
They
Jimmy
absolutely
later in
didn't.
this video,
What did that one say?
That is very serious. That's why I alleged it. That's why.
And dude, this says interview. I have to give Lyrics the credit here. This wasn't an interview. This was Lyrics jumping him in a conversation with somebody. Like, it was an interview. It just wasn't Lyrics' interview. He jumped Jake Weddle to get these questions answered on somebody else's live stream. So good shit, dude.
doing this. But
I agree. That is very serious. That's why I alleged it.
and the viewers clearly didn't think it was a joke either. But just as
Oh,
I will rip into
damn
Jimmy
it.
later in this video, I'll also investigate Jake Weddle's story in more detail later in this video. Because
Bro,
in between him falsely
I
accusing
hope we see some of the IG stuff. Smaggle, stop shouting out that other YouTuber. We're not shouting out every person.
accusing Jimmy of intentionally hiring an RSO and comparing himself consensually agreeing to doing a challenge for $10,000 a day, being allowed to leave whenever he wants, to rape victims and victims of war crimes, even though he knew that was a joke.
The same guy who did the war crime joke.
As well as spreading fake AI-generated incriminating voice recordings of Mr. Beast.
Let's see this. I want to pull this up because there's stuff on screen. Oh, is this the one that was AI at the very beginning of the video where he plays this whole leaked Mr. Beast recording? He's like, yeah, so it's just AI. That one got me good, bro. Yeah, this is AI generated. He's like, yeah, dude, that was real convincing, right? Well, it's AI. Nick is the Tyson of commentary. All right, I'm hoping you're talking about Mike, okay? Because listen, that in the context that we're currently in right now, that could mean a whole slew of different things, sir.
That is, yes, that is true. It could mean a whole lot of different things.
That's right. I got that sent to me, and you know what? That was AI.
Maybe say that before playing the recording because you worked at Mr.
No, but
Beast.
he
and you know
can't.
how people
He can't because it's malicious.
will just watch
And it tricked me, so I'm mad about it.
the recording and then click off of the video without ever hearing your disclaimer that it was AI generated. Oh, but then you wouldn't get as much money from views because this AI generated disinformation.
Have you guys seen Jake Weddle's YouTube channel, chat? Dude, he got like 200,000 subs from just being in the Mr. Beast challenge and going in Dogpack's video. And this guy cannot pull, he can't hold anything. There's zero consistency.
Video is the one that got your channel monetized.
That's my brand, is being honest and crying a lot.
And then
I mean, Half of that's true.
You're making those slanderous claims.
Is it the soggy cereal dog pack video? Yes, bro, it is.
Except another $50,000 from Jimmy with no strings attached. There's a lot more to be said about it.
That's my brand, is being honest and crying a lot.
And about
Hold on, wait, I'm sorry, wait.
there's a lot more to be said about it.
That's my
Lies about Delaware, lies about war crimes, fumbles every interview talking about it, takes extra 50K from someone after slandering that person. I don't know if this is in here, but did you guys, we watched it one time a couple of weeks ago. Do you guys remember the interview he did before Dogpack? Where he's like, yeah, I'd like to work for Jimmy again. Like, he recounts, like, positive times working for Jimmy and talks about it in, like, a completely different context. That one was crazy, too.
is being honest and crying a lot.
And about how Dogpack manipulated him. But let's first continue with all of the lies and manipulation of Dogpack 404.
The truth doesn't mind being questioned. A lie doesn't like to be challenged.
Oh shit, Mr. Gold, baby.
Bro. No. Dude, he's got Dogpack's board in green screen. This guy literally broke into Dogpack's house. He's interviewing all these people. He's got contact with Jake Weddle's friend. Bro, he fucking broke into Dogpack's house.
Watching, you'll see that I have behind me a wall. And this
A wall.
features most of Dogpack 404's accusations. And I say most because at this point there are just so many that I might have forgotten a few. And
It's like an insurmountable shit to react to. I'm literally watching this video where he's gonna try to like go after every single claim from the Dogpack video, and the first thing I see in my chat is, hey Nick, did you see CoffeeZilla made a video about Jimmy crypto scamming people? And I'm just like, I don't know anything about crypto, dude. I'm gonna just watch this one.
time I disprove one of his accusations, it'll be crossed through with
That's part of the reason why these videos are so successful, to be honest.
Sorry, we're gonna be covering the other 99% of the allegations.
Is that people don't know anything about them. So of course they can't accurately judge them.
Every time an accusation Dogpack made is true, I'll add a green check
Oh,
mark.
I'm sorry. Someone said no Fortnite gameplay? Well, you were not here 3 seconds ago.
And I know that you, and I, and everyone else wants to know about the illegal lottery.
Illegal lottery number 1, 2, and 3.
Did Mr. Beast really commit 3 malicious and predatory illegal lotteries as get-rich-quick scheme? Well, I will talk about them throughout my video.
I was like a soy goon defender because I thought it was reasonable that he didn't know some of those things, but I'd be interested to see what the actual, the new information is.
Video in between all of the other accusations, starting right now with the alleged illegal lottery number 3 claim of Dogpack 404.
Starting with number 3! That's an interesting one.
Or should I say doctoring up evidence to make a more convincing claim?
I saw this one too. Hold on, can I just show you something? I'm gonna throw this Fortnite game. I need to show you something. I was watching this. I need to show you this because this is so fucking stupid. Someone pointed this out to me recently, to be fair. It's not like I came up with this completely on my own. But look at this. This is Dogpack's video, right? Do you notice anything weird about this? Like this one specific video. Do you know anything weird about this? So if you go to every other time he pulls up a video, it looks like this. Are you seeing what I'm talking about here? Have you figured it out yet? Do you see the difference? Where is it? Like this one has it. You see it? That one.
Oh, yeah.
The edges of the video square on only this video. Did anybody else fucking catch that? That only on this one video, the edges of the video are square.
Come on.
Did you see that? I didn't notice it. I didn't know that. Someone pointed this out to me a couple weeks ago. I kept it like chill, but that was one that I saw. That was funny. I imagine that this screenshot is going to be relevant.
You knew to be untrue, back 404. Yeah, Dawson. I'm the first
Ooh,
one
shit.
to notice. See, for the third illegal lottery, by sure to be in a video live stream, Dogpack claims they only informed people on the website that
The website did have a no purchase necessary link hidden at the bottom of the page, but there was no mention anywhere on the stream.
purchase was necessary. But did you read the description? You know, the description which I got via the Wayback Machine, where it literally says free entry available on site? Oh, but wait, you never actually found the description of that video, did you? You just made it look that way by doctoring up this fake YouTube UI. So you'd be more convincing and it'd look as if you had access to the original video and description. So people...
Dude, this guy didn't even look at the Wayback Machine to fact check the take in his first video. That's so crazy.
I would more easily believe you. But I want you, the viewer, to closely compare these two layouts. This one is the UI when he talks about the buy a shirt to be.
He created it himself.
In my video live stream. And this one is the actual current YouTube UI you see whenever Dogpack shows a screen recording of public videos you can
Damn, that's pretty damning. I'm not gonna lie.
You can see that the UI for the illegal live stream is not the real YouTube UI. Instead of rounded corners, they're sharp, the likes are gone.
And like, there's nothing wrong with recreating a UI for a video that's been deleted. But if you're gonna argue that there's no fucking like reference or whatever to the like the giveaway, and that's your whole like that's a huge portion of your argument. It's like the first line of your argument. I mean, you better at least try the Wayback Machine to see if you're telling the truth. I mean, unless you're just lying on purpose, of course.
Upload date is in a completely wrong spot where it has never been, and the button sizes and title fonts just seem off. And no, it's not because we found an older YouTube UI via the Wayback Machine like I did, because they don't hide likes, and YouTube has never had this exact UI. Sure, it had sharp corners once, but not in combination with these exact other UI elements. But you wanna know the funniest part? Even the re-uploaded version that Dogpack found and then added the manipulative fake YouTube UI to actually had copied the original live stream description. So even in the re-upload we found, it says that there's a free entry option.
Dude, you've gotta be, it's the first, wait, I'm so sorry,
YouTube
wait.
UI to actually had
I can't, dude.
The original live stream.
It's the second line.
Description. So
it's the second line.
Even in the re-upload we found, it says that there's a free.
Bro, if you've got all this bulletproof shit, why is there a lie in between every fucking allegation? Why is there like a provable, checkable lie every single time, dude? There's shit that we didn't even catch, chat.
Entry option. Yet he still doctored up this fake UI to make his intentional lies more convincing.
Pause if you want to read. Good one, buddy.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Funniest part is that Mr. Beast verbally says it on stream.
Go shop Mr.
No way.
Beast.com. Buy the shirt or hoodie. You could be one of the people that come down and compete in the video. There's also a free entry on the site.
Dude, there's no fucking way. He never mentioned it, bro. He never mentioned it. What the way?
As well, if you 100 of which are going to be picked from, you know, people that buy this shirt or hoodie, or if you enter for free on the site as well. That's an option as well.
Dude, this is death. This is death.
So,
dude, Dogpack has been taken to the pound, bro. No way.
Oh my god, you're so sneaky. Now, when someone is prepared to talk up evidence to make potentially incriminating lies more convincing, it automatically puts every single one of
Where the frick is this guy? I thought there was another one.
Bulletproof into question. So,
I'm gonna be honest, chat.
throughout this
I was a little nervous when he privated his fucking... Because I knew he was making this because he said he was making it. But I was a little nervous after he privated the slop video what direction this was going to be headed in. And I am thoroughly entertained for the first 20. I don't know about you guys. For the first... We're at the 20-minute mark. I am thoroughly fucking entertained with what I've seen so far.
video, you'll also see that there are multiple examples of him leaving out crucial details from evidence that would easily disprove the accusations he's making. Because Dawson loves framing things deceitfully to push his personal agenda.
Optify dashboard. We just have like a random number generator, and then like we just put the number like there's.
This is super off topic, but do you remember all the videos? Because I remember it was like in this format of like they would just pull clips from these live streams of Jimmy being like disappointed that Chris Tyson is like, that's how the videos were framed. That's obviously not what's happening, but it was like 10 minutes of Jimmy being upset that Chris Tyson is transitioning or something. That was a weird fucking time on YouTube, man.
Orders, just put it, it's number 2, 1,000.
Like, they would pull a clip from this of like an awkward conversation with Jimmy and Mr. Beast, and they would be like, see, that's another one right there.
Shit.
Wait a second. Mr. Beast is only picking out of the Shopify list? Well, does that mean he's only giving away 2 paid entries after all? No. You can be part of a Shopify giveaway without having to make any purchase
Wait, what?
whatsoever. These are some...
Hold up.
Be part of a Shopify giveaway without having to make any purchase
Participants engage in various actions such as following the brand, sharing... Okay, yeah. This is the form, right, where you fill out, where you get multiple entries for different things.
whatsoever. These are some generic examples of how to enter Shopify giveaways for free.
I feel like I've done this before.
On the official Shopify website. Mr. Beast scamming someone out of a lifetime of dog food and then tried silencing the so-called victim on Reddit?
As far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information and getting sued. So my official statement is that sometimes things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional. Here's one example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting Mr. Beast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at Mr. Beast, and they said they were going to send it to the PR team, and then the Reddit post got taken down. So I don't know if it got resolved.
Not true. Here is a message from the...
Bro, he got in touch with the Redditor. And you can't even say, like, well, why, the dog pack, like, there's a reasonable expectation. Like, why would he do that? Because, like, apparently it was just this easy. So I did confirm that you reached out to Natalie, and I got a call from Jinx just to give us the free dog food. Natalie is just confirming that all the other people got the same call. Then I'll edit my post stating that there was some kind of communication error and that Mr. Beast's team reached out and fixed the problem. Thank you for responding and getting this resolved.
Reddit user
Oh my.
stating Mr. Beast did reach out to them as well as everyone else.
Oh shit, I should go get Deadshot.
This user just hadn't noticed at first because the Mr. Beast company's email went to the user's spam folder.
So it wasn't even like they forgot to pay. They literally did reach out, and it went to the spam folder.
The issue got resolved, and then the Reddit post got deleted.
Sometimes things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional.
Just like you think that, dude, again, he uses this language all the time. This is one of the main things I would always take away from Dogpack, is he uses, like, shit that he doesn't show on screen or have any evidence for. And then he puts that with stuff he's literally lying about, so he can ultimately make some grandiose point based off the back of the misinformation. So when I think about the James Warren situation, for example, right? He makes this weird framing that James Warren is a dog abuser. That's something that's gone completely unreported. There's absolutely nothing that I've seen, from screenshots to testimony. I don't even think that, like, if you've asked him, I don't think that he has an answer for you publicly. He just said that James Warren abuses animals. He also said that he's been allegedly charged. We've discussed that at length on the channel. But then he cuts into a whole segment about how James Warren fucking was, like, involved in this scam that was, like, that involved, like, a conviction where somebody did jail time. And he goes, well, did he know about this scam that was occurring? I would say that he probably did, based on all of the other stuff that I've made up or manipulated the context to along the way. And that's, like, why Dogpack's videos frustrate me so much. He tries to build credibility with stuff he doesn't have receipts for, and uses that to make absurd statements. Thank you for addressing the animal abuse. You're welcome, Smaggle. I know that's, like, your big thing.
Oh, the new Feastables formula has more sugar and calories.
Oh my god, dude, the Feastables bar. We talked about this, too. Dude, he compares a king-sized bar to, like, a regular chocolate bar. Now, I am not going to defend Feastables. I had it for the first time yesterday. It is blown... Hershey's blows it out of the water, bro. I'm sorry.
Reason.
But, like, look at this, dude. Let me fucking make sure this is big screen. Look at these two chocolate bars.
Hershey's?
Mr. Beast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
Well, that'd be pretty messed up after Mr. Beast actively advertised his chocolate to be healthier than Hershey's. Luckily, it's just another lie. Dogpack is being deceitful here because he's comparing a single serving size 43 grams Hershey's bar to a 2 serving size 60 grams Feastables bar.
The only way you can defend arguing a larger chocolate bar against a smaller chocolate bar is if you'd say like, well, obviously the kid is going to just eat the whole chocolate bar, in which that's fucking stupid and you're an idiot and you shouldn't do that. But like, I mean, come on, how do you not reference the fact that this is 2 fucking servings when you're making these statements?
Instead of comparing it to a 1 serving size 35 grams Feastables bar. While if you recalculate the ingredients of both to 43 grams, then you'll see that Feastables still has less sugar than Hershey's and actually has less calories than the previous formula.
This pit is fake.
I don't think you can just lie about stuff like that either. I'm pretty sure he'd be like legally liable. All of these marketing campaigns that they do where it's like, well, this is better than Gatorade, or well, this is better than this is healthier than a Hershey's bar, this is healthier than Lunchables. They do this every single time these guys go into a business venture. I'm sure it would have caught up with them at this point. If obviously there's some like legal loophole here or something that's occurring to get them to say this, but like I don't think that they're outright lying about any of these claims.
Well, they can't, because they would be sued already.
You know what? Here's a crew member's footage of the 2 non-CGI buses and non-CGI train being in the pits after they drove them in there.
Shredder is CGI.
Nope. At this timestamp, they do shred an actual Lamborghini in a legitimate shredder. But I will say that when they use CGI, it looks fucking terrible, as if it came straight out of a CW show.
This car is digitally
I take that personally because I watched all of Arrow.
lifted.
This car isn't digitally lifted, however they did change the original red coloring to blue to make a visual distinction between the first rocket car they launched and failed, which was red, and the second one they launched, which succeeded, but was also red. Because they were scared that both cars being red might confuse the audience, so in post, they just changed the second one's color to blue, but there was no digital lift.
What you're saying, the things that you're saying are truly in good faith, and that you're not a disgruntled employee.
You can watch.
This is such a great quote. Wait.
Saying the things that you're saying are truly in good.
Even in the snowball interviews that Oompigville gave this kid,
He
still
fucked
managed to
himself.
look like a fucking idiot.
There's no other way to take that.
You're not a disgruntled employee.
You can watch my video and like.
He's completely lied about everything. He's been in bad faith the whole time. He completely took things out of context. He removed context. He lied.
Of course.
This accusation of Dogback 404 actually
Like,
upset this
you can't get any more cut and dry than him being just fucking wrong.
Shitting on Oompa entirely. His new video was fair. I just think he was just running with popular narrative, and he gave absolutely no effort. I mean, it's not that I'm thinking this. He literally hadn't watched the 3rd video when he interviewed Dogpack, so like I don't really. I'm gonna shit on him for that. I'm glad that he made a better video after, but
that rocket car for months to get it working, just to have this goober claim that it's fake. But Dawson doesn't care about collateral damage done to others. He doesn't mind throwing people in front of non-CGI buses to push his own agenda. He did it with the rocket car YouTuber. He did it with that tricked employee's phone recording they showed without his consent. He tried doing it with me by calling me over dramatic, pressuring me into making a video accusing Mr. Beast with uncertain and refutable evidence, which by now I know to be untrue, which he doubled down on, by the way. Every other comment.
that's Dogpack's whole thing is saying stupid shit and doubling down. He did this the entire fucking time. Speaking of that, false CP allegations is next on the list. I wonder what that's gonna be covering.
Their YouTuber did it without getting sued? Even though just because a lot of YouTubers tried milking the situation and threw unsubstantiated, easily disprovable accusations out there for
Yeah, it's a bit messed up.
without getting sued, doesn't make it an okay thing to do, Dogback. Or do you think it's acceptable?
Holy shit. I just realized all the Optimus videos that came out from Optimus, which literally like fucking paid for the rest of his life or whatever. All those videos are just like
Stress this enough. Okay? See, all I'm gonna say here,
wrong straight up.
this fucking woman made cooking videos before this. If you were there watching her bake cookies and you pulled up a video where she thought she was clickbaiting child porn, how how would you react if you're like the cooking audience person? It's like, okay, we're gonna be doing Christmas cooking. What the fuck? What the
Shit, that'd be
She's,
my
like, doing a
reaction.
clickbait stink face on what they actually thought at the time was child porn.
In a recent video on Rosanna Pansino's channel, Dogpack404 claimed to have access to leaked work chat messages, with one of them being Ava Christison distributing alleged CP of Ivanka Trump. Except Dogpack doesn't always use the term alleged.
This is the most disgusting one by far. Well, actually, the CP was probably more disgusting.
And he also proudly admitted to having downloaded that uncensored alleged.
Dude, he tried, like, go back and watch the VODs, dude. It was like a game of, like, make up a new story every time Nick pokes you. He had, like, 3 different stories of what actually happened. The reality of the situation is, he downloaded and altered what he thought was CP, and the only reason he came out and corrected himself at all whatsoever is because it would have implicated him more for having done that than just telling the truth and admitting he got another part of the story wrong.
Here we go.
I truly believe that if Dogpack didn't download it to his hard drive and alter it, he would have just let everybody believe there was CP in the group chat. Because I do think he's that malicious.
CP on a now deleted community post and admits to having reverse image searched what he thought was CP in the video. Obviously, Dawson French himself was called out for owning and reverse image searching what he believed was fucking CP, because that is weird and a crime.
Of CP are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law. Legal definition of sexually explicit conduct does not.
Again,
Jeez, I need a
he knows
drink.
all
This
this
is getting.
stuff. He puts it all in the video, but he thinks that, like, the law doesn't exist for me because I'm virtuously attacking Jimmy Donaldson.
It's crazy how much of
They've got, he's like
all of the allegations were just wrong. That's crazy.
To depict a child engaging in a sexual activity, a picture of a naked child may constitute.
He's Batman with no upper arm strength.
To illegal CP.
So he deleted that community post to then lie about never having had the uncensored CP on someone else's YouTube video. Funny thing is that it only
Oh yeah.
took 1 hour for people
Deny. Change your story. Lie. Bam. That's the playbook here.
Like extensive fucking searches. The other narrative is that they published it knowing at the time that it wasn't CP, and that's why they went and made the thumbnail like that and clickbaited it, and that's why they like did that whole section where they're reacting to it, knowing it was already not CP, which could explain why they thought it was a good idea to do any of this stuff, but they didn't like consider the fact of how it would look that they did all of that to begin with. I mean,
it's a little messed up.
Malicious, I wouldn't put it past them. And there's absolutely no evidence showing that's the case, so I think it's funnier to say that they knowingly downloaded CP because there's a pretty high percentage chance that that's what happened too. I mean, they could say that they lied on purpose, they were super malicious, and that they published it knowing by that point, but I mean, just hurt your credibility more. It'll make me laugh anyway.
18-year-old Ivanka Trump being in a GQ magazine. It legitimately took 1 hour. 1 hour to not falsely accuse someone of distributing CP.
It's like he constantly lies to get himself out of trouble, and only when he's run out of lies and in face of a serious trouble he's run out of options.
Dude, shout out Stucky, bro. Stucky's been doing great coverage on some of this stuff. I saw one of his videos. It was really good. I meant to watch it for the channel, but we were all dog packed out by that point. I feel bad. I messaged him that I was going to do it, and I just never did.
Does it reveal the truth? Then he tries to pull the LOL I said allegedly thing again. I said, as Ava alleges. I said, in my opinion. I said, may. I said, if.
This is the most disgusting one by far. Well, actually, the CP was probably more disgusting.
Yo, probably Rack, you should get a Crunchwrap Supreme with no tomato.
So either Dogpack knew that it wasn't CP
What the
and
fuck?
made those false accusations anyways, or he's just a fucking idiot who can't even use Google. But that wasn't the only lie in that video, was it, Dawson?
This isn't a work chat. This is just a small snapshot of a company chat.
Chat, have you seen? All right, I'm gonna.
Wait, it's in the video that they contradict themselves. What?
Because I don't know
Fuck.
if he's got all of them. I sat there and I got as many as I could before my brain broke.
of just them. Because people are like, well, Nick, you don't understand. It's just the framing. The framing doesn't really matter. The whole video is what matters. That's not the main point of what they were trying to say in the video. And it's like, dude, I'm sorry. No, it's not just the framing. It's fucking the video. The video is bad.
The video is bad, yes.
For a company chat.
Company chat.
I don't know if any of you guys have not entered the workforce. Don't do that. What's crazy to me is this is just a small snapshot. Company
That's
chat.
actually funny.
I think one of many. I've heard that there's other company chats that they communicate on, and this is only in a small amount of time. Like, this is just a little bit in a little small amount of time. I couldn't imagine what's even on those other chats.
We only know a small percentage of what's out there, and what we already know is incredibly concerning.
Hey guys, it's Ro. So, new update. Thousands of leaked messages from an official MrBeast work chat. These are all just their work chats from 2020 to about 2021.
All of this is
One message
lies.
even allegedly
None of
contains
this is
an actually
real.
explicit photo of a 13-year-old child. Again, this is a work chat.
Bro!
Young-looking girl in a sheer top.
She couldn't help herself. She had to. She needed the tea.
Possibly a 13-year-old.
This is not just a framing problem. It's malicious.
Which is apparently very important for work chat.
Again, sexually explicit.
What is Tyson and
Doing
MrBeast doing at work?
Minors in the Discord, apparently.
National Pegging Day?
And then this guy
In a
Bailey, who was
work
an editor
chat!
at MrBeast, said Jackson said he used to peg kids in summer camp. And then Ava pinned that message.
Top priority professional work chat happening here. It's a little kid.
It's a little kid. Bro, it's not just like the mild framing of the video. It is created as intentional article bait to fuck the company. They took a situation where Chris Tyson posted what they thought was CP, and it got broadcasted as MrBeast has child porn in his fucking work chats. Okay? There's a reason why it was presented that way.
There's no way they can just do that. There has to be some kind of due diligence, right?
It was on purpose.
That's
There's
like,
no other way I can describe it to you.
if it's so easily proven, easily false,
There's other company chats that
there's no way that they can just do that. I don't think. They can probably get sued for that, right? For like irreparable damage.
There's even examples of Ava getting mad whenever anyone talks about anything work related.
Is this is just a small snapshot of a company chat. Small snapshot of a company
And it's like,
chat.
What you're saying, the things that you're saying are
a ton of people aren't going to see this. They're not going to see the evidence of how it's true. So his brand is irreparably damaged by this. Like it's messed up.
However, at one point it was changed to work chat by Ava, at which point she also kicked everyone unrelated out of there. But
And
then
it
the
was
chat
just
instantly
over.
died because obviously no one else, including Jimmy, wanted to use it as a work chat. Now, I will say that even though this image is confirmed not to be CP, Ava did seem to think it was at the time, and so this proves that she is even worse than we thought and is a disgusting individual. However, the way Dogpack tried distributing what he believes was a picture of a sexually abused child to thousands of possibly child viewers wasn't to inform people of degenerate Ava Chris Tyson, but instead was to push his own agenda, framing MrBeast into allegedly knowing that Ava was a confirmed pedophile. It's so disgusting. See, I say framing because if you look at all of the messages around that image, it's a huge rant from not just Ava but other people as well about pedophiles exposed by the hacker group Anonymous in this Twitter thread she linked with that picture of Ivanka Trump, because it was in that Twitter thread, as well as a rant about Jeffrey Epstein and billionaire pedos. And I don't think context matters here on Ava Tyson's side. I still think this is fucking disgusting. However, I do think context matters for the people perceiving Ava Chris Tyson's messages. I'm sorry, but if I'd seen...
Oh, fuck.
Alright, so there's a few things in here. Rosanna has like completely... I'm gonna go back a couple seconds there because I wanted to pull this up and I need to show you this. Rosanna has done some like truly absurd shit. I'm gonna show the full context tonight. haven't shown it yet. I'm gonna show the full context now. She's made several tweets just smearing us, smearing me. She's promoting a person right here whose name is Sector King. His previous was N-word stink, and it wasn't N-words, just to be clear. This is a fucking crazy person. So these are all of our group chat DMs where we were talking about Rosanna crashing out and freaking out last year about coming in second place in the Mr. Beast games. There's literally nothing wrong with these messages. It's a bunch of people in a YouTube drama group chat talking about fucking YouTube drama, okay? It's exact expected behavior. And she frames these chats specifically as Keemstar and his Gooner gang coordinated their attacks to try to take down anybody who speaks up against Mr. Beast and anyone they don't like. I got an apology from multiple of his minions last year when Keemstar told him I wasn't a liar. Now it appears he's telling them to attack me again. Okay, and she goes through, she's made several comments just about us and all the stuff that we've said, band together and defend pedo jokes in Mr. Beast Telegram chat. Again, I have no idea where that's coming from. Just to be clear, my DMs with her last year, because she also freaks out about like Keem leaking to us. This is what I wrote her last year, because Keemstar called me on the phone and told me that Rosanna had like a party or something where she invited all of her closest friends and family over to show her how well she did in the Beast games. And then like when she was sitting there and all of her family members were watching, she finished in a place that she didn't tell them she finished in because Mr. Beast edited the video quote-unquote deceptively to make it look like a more famous person had won. Now, I understood how that could be a embarrassing moment for all of your friends and family to be sitting around watching. They're probably already embarrassed because their daughter slash family member was gathering them together to watch a Mr. Beast video in general. But again, that's all Keem told me. So when Keem alerted me that it sounded like this person was just genuinely hurt and wanted, like, you know, wanted to vent her frustrations publicly and had no malicious intent, I was convinced of that at the time based on what Keem had told me. I wrote her and I said I wanted to apologize. Keem told me he thinks you're good intentioned here and explained some stuff to me that made sense. You probably didn't even see my tweets in the tidal wave of replies you're getting, but I figured I should say sorry for calling you a clout chaser, something I obviously now take back, especially the way she's treated me and lied about me. And then she appreciated it, she accepted my apology, blah 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 blah. She's arguing that Keem was giving us marching orders, which if he was, wouldn't it be in the group chat logs if he was saying like, go get Rosanna Pansino? But no, we were making fun of you because you're a cringe fucking loser, and you've always been a cringe fucking loser. And I made the mistake of thinking that what you said to Keem was like a legitimate thing that you actually did, which just wasn't true. And I've seen the way you've treated me for calling you out, and I've seen the way you've managed this story and the things that you've done so far. So if you're willing to lie about me and you're willing to say mistruths about me, I mean, that's just affecting the way I'm covering the rest of the story. Because I'm nobody, so when it's actually financially lucrative for you to lie, I think that you're gonna do it. Because I think this is like wildly malicious behavior coming from the fucking bakery channel. So you should just go back to cooking. I'm sorry. Stand down. All right, let's keep going.
Inside, I still think this is fucking disgusting. However, I do think context matters for the people perceiving Ava Chris Tyson's messages. I'm sorry, but if I'd seen my friends actively ranting about pedophiles and bashing them, I'd actively be convinced to not think they're a pedophile when they send degenerate memes like this. I just cringe on the inside while thinking that they have a
Is that why she's mad at me? Wait, is this the pedo meme? I remember I did laugh at that one.
I'd actively be convinced to not think they're a pedophile when they send degenerate memes.
Look at this one. Why, yes, I am asexual. Asexual predator. I'm sorry. Is that the pedo meme that we laughed at? Chat, if you laugh at this, you're a fucking pedophile defender.
Memes like this, I just cringe on the inside while thinking that they have a degenerate sense of
I did laugh at that one.
Even Trey Yates, the person who leaked it.
Trey Yates is a rat, bro. That guy is a fucking rat. Trey Yates is not beating the allegations. There's a dude. The biggest jump scare is when Trey Yates went from defending Chris Tyson in a video where he was bald to wearing a toupee in the video where he kind of he doesn't really walk it back, but you know where he's all of a sudden he's like a big anti Mr. Beast guy. He went from not having hair to hair. It was like it was clickbait.
work. Chat to Dogpack and Rosanna refers to those memes as a weird thing Ava found funny in the past, instead of confirmed file messages.
A lot of the edgy type of content and a lot of the, you know, edgy cringeworthy humor started with Ava. Like, she sent a bunch of messages that probably shouldn't have been sent in a work group.
Yeah, dude, like the thing is, and the stuff they're saying about me, the shit that they're saying about me, their own guy, who's probably one of the people in their ear telling them how these chats were run, this is the framing. I don't know, do we have any bald footage of this guy in this video? I have the leaked bald guy video. We could watch that.
Oh shit, I'm out of ammo.
When he, like the first video he made where he was just straight up defending Chris Tyson.
Chat. Just because she thought it was funny at the time.
So even he, who actively dislikes Mr. Beast, didn't even notice.
So with all this evidence, I think it's definitely fair to say that Jimmy knew about Ava Tyson's behavior.
But Rosanna Pansino and Dogpack 404 reported Jimmy Beast to the FBI, so he's gotta be.
And the fucking headline was Jimmy reported to the FBI over child porn. It's fucking crazy. We pulled up, we watched it. Go look at the fucking headlines. That was what was reported. Like, just dog shit degenerate journalism.
I think people vastly underestimate.
Like, you're not trying to tell the truth, you're trying to damage a company. And, like, you can say it's justified because X, Y, and Z reason, but, like, all that tells me is you're a disgruntled former ex-employee and a disgruntled former contestant, and I shouldn't take you seriously. You've obviously got a spin to it. They've been spending so much time talking about how I'm compromised, how Soggy's compromised, how Keemstar's compromised. It's just a deflection. These people are compromised, and they're the only ones who are.
And just how easy you can report someone to the FBI. Even as a non-American citizen myself, I just created this entire forum of Rosanna Pansino and Dawson French, aka Dogpack 404, distributing CP in 2 minutes on tips.fbi.gov, which I will now submit to the FBI. Soggy Serial reported Rosanna Pansino and Dawson French to the FBI. Holy shit, they've gotta be guilty now. See what I did there? Also, I didn't submit
Write about
this
it, Dexerto. Write about it. Newsweek. Newsweek wrote about it.
Like to other creators, I'd rather not waste the FBI's time from finding actual CP distributors to push a selfish, manipulative, and personal agenda, and manipulating Rosanna Pansino so you could use her bigger channel to spread this disinformation is so vile. Look,
There's no manipulating of Rosanna Pansino occurring here.
No, that's a little charitable on his part.
More malicious than Dogpack is, and she just gets away with it because she's oh my god, this is so cool. She's brand safe. She's the perfect vessel to push this message through. Okay, I don't buy for a second that she's an innocent party at all.
Knew you were Betty Dawson, but I never expected you to stoop this low. He also tried dragging the famous anime Higehiro and its fandom through the mud by
Alright, I don't know what the fuck Higehiro is. I stayed away from this narrative because I don't know anything about anime.
saying it's about a 26-year-old having a romantic relationship with a minor.
Let's see if Jimmy knew about Ava's concerning behavior. June of 2021, he sends a message of an anime called Higehiro, says, I bet Chris would love this show.
What's this show about?
Well, it's interesting that you ask, because this show is about
Oh, fucking hell. That was yeah, that was definitely not scripted, guys. She definitely wasn't prompted to say that.
Is saying,
I mean, it does sound kind of fucked.
I bet Chris would love this show, because it's right up her alley.
Why do you think Chris would love that show, Jimmy?
Mr. Beast saying Ava would love this? Even though the anime is about the exact opposite.
He posted that one thing about the anime with the, like,
what is this?
A doll getting into a relationship with a...
That's, okay, here's the thing. That's a lie. That is such a bullshit lie. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Bro, Cam Nuggets, dude. Cam fucking Nuggets.
The context of that anime, that show is about a 26-year-old guy, okay? He takes in this runaway girl who is selling herself to prostitution. She's like 17 or whatever, 16. I don't remember. She's 17, 16. She's selling her body because she ran away from home because some other shit happened. And I remember this because my friend tried showing this to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It turned out it was actually a very wholesome show about...
Alright, listen guys. They're aligned.
Oh, baseball bat is done. Fuck yes.
Alright, this is, I don't know.
This dude kind of teaching her like how to get through like all this trauma that she had in
I feel like wholesome still is not the right word for this.
her life. There was never any romantic intentions there. Sure, if you watch the anime in the first episode, the girl was coming on to him, but the guy rejected her and saw her as a daughter. That whole show, he had a whole nother love interest in that show this whole time. This was never about the dude getting into a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old.
You guys actively pissed off the entire...
Alright, well they did do this, bro. Apparently they got fucking obliterated by the fucking anime. Like, I don't know if it's fucking justified. I'm not watching the anime. I'm not Googling the anime. Keeping the anime as far away from anything that I have possible. But apparently all the anime people got pissed off about it.
Anime side of Twitter with
Come on. Out. Fuck that. I am not staying here.
It's definitely fair to say that Jimmy knew about Ava Tyson's behavior.
Dawson, maybe look at the people you're working with. It's not a good look when your friend Cam Nuggets is revealed to be...
Wait, that was Lumpy Willie? Wait, in the video, that's Lumpy Willie talking? Wait, am I fucking... Is that... Dude, Chud Logic's chatter made it in this video? Are you fucking kidding me?
That is kind of fucking crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
Look at the avatar? No fucking way!
You guys actively pissed off the entire anime side of Twitter with this one. So this again more so proves Jimmy didn't know.
So with all this evidence, I think it's definitely fair to say that Jimmy knew about Ava Tyson's behavior.
Dawson, maybe look at the people you're working with. It's not a good look when your friend Cam Nuggets is revealed to be watching minors spread their...
Alright, well, that's not what happened there. Okay, hold on, Joe. Whoa, fuck. Okay, hold on. Let's just see the framing of this.
Hit the brakes.
Nuggets.
Holes on Discord. And you want to know the worst of all? Dogback and Rosanna used what they thought...
Just to be fucking... Alright. To be fair, what he says isn't technically wrong, but again, he's reporting this because he did a weird gooning server and a kid snuck in. So, again, I don't think that this implies that this guy's like a fucking pedophile or anything like this. He's in an adult gooning server. A kid snuck in, he's reporting it to get the kid banned. That's what he's doing in this clip, but I mean, man, that's a fucking gnarly screenshot.
And you want to know the worst of all? Dogback and Rosanna used what they thought was a CP picture as clickbait for their fucking...
They did do that.
Thumbnail.
Fuck. I'm about to get shit on.
You know, just trying to get some more views by putting alleged CP in your quirky thumbnails. Will the allegedly abused child garner more views with a red background or the pink?
Dude,
I'm gonna get shit on.
The fact that they tested this fucking thumbnail, and it's so great, dude.
Background.
Which does our censor bars clash with that we put over the CP?
Following their logic,
wow.
They are now both confirmed pedophiles.
Fuck.
Should have 100% known that.
Okay. I have to go get
here. I can see how that could be like a
Dying
weakness
Wish.
that they poke through or whatever. He's arguing that like just because they posted this in the group chat means that all these people are pedophiles, pedophile adjacent, or defending pedophiles. So in the same line of logic, Cam Nuggets would be as well if we were going by their acting definition.
Okay, yeah, it's a little we're a little cooked right now, I'm not gonna lie.
For downloading it and altering it and then reviewing it on stream, going like, "This is her when she."
Nah, it's over. It's over.
So I do see where he's coming from.
Of one another.
All right, come.
Alright, that one's over. There's no way I can keep going from there.
Dude, they call us dude. They say that we're defending. Dude, it's such a.
Well, I got to Oceanic on the Craig, so that's
all the
good.
time, okay? They call us gooners when they're friends with Cam Nuggets. Okay? They say that we're making.
Baseball bat gold, then opal.
Well, if Ava Tyson's a fucking pedo,
I'm like 5 away from opal on the shotgun, which is pretty decent.
Like all these fucking things they say about us, it's just projection. They do all of this stuff. We're compromised now. You're compromised, asshole. You're a scumbag, and you're trying to tell everybody that everybody else is really bad to mask the fact that you guys are. This whole little group of fucking people are all rats and weasels, dude.
And this video where they do all this Dogpack dares to
Oh
try
no,
and
my thing
validate
froze.
past accusations that
A battle
his
pass, no.
video IDs he came up with while working at Mr. Beast were
Doing it.
weirding and creeping employees out.
I suggested a video for breast cancer awareness about buying 1,000 boobs. Which, like, maybe not the most professional way to phrase it, you know, it's a little clickbaity or whatever, but like the actual video is supposed to be paying for
Oh,
vasectomies and
It's
my
crazy. Rosanna's super
my microphone did a weird.
Back talking.
surgeries for
All of a sudden, she like totally understands.
breast cancer
That's
survivors.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
With a thumbnail and title like these?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
If this wasn't supposed to be creepy or weird, then
Yeah,
why did you
okay,
make sure
I'm
to
still good.
blur the title and thumbnail when showing it on screen? Don't be shy. I still got the sharp version. Oh,
Oh, I forgot how many how much stuff there was on this.
I'm 100 boobs.
4 objectified headless pairs of boobs with the Mr. Beast clickbait face and the title, I bought 1,000.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They brought this guy on to help market videos better to fucking kids, alright? That was at least the pitch he was selling on fucking Reddit, alright? They fucking... Like, he actively engages with the same satire and stuff that they had at this fucking fraternity of a workplace, alright? I'm sorry, this guy is literally just a disgruntled employee. He was totally fine working there before.
Cryo freeze and tactical equipment.
Agenda you were trying to push? Yeah, this it's about cancer awareness message seems more like you realizing your manager didn't think.
I think that if they didn't fire Dogpack, he'd be in the video defending Mr. Beast against the guy who exposed him in the future. I really fucking do. I really think he's that malicious.
That's joke.
Again, it's just my opinion. I'm not basing it off of anything in particular. Except the fact that this guy is super fucking malicious, but whatever.
Objectifying women
Power
was
drill,
fun.
baby.
And you're then desperately trying to save your own skin by, you know, using cancer. Especially when you also sent in these work IDs, such as Baby Battle Royale with baby.
What the fuck is that?
Babies carrying assault rifles, or Mr. Beast does every drug challenge. Were those also for breast cancer awareness month? Also, didn't you say that Mr. Beast is
How far away am I now? Oh, I'm 12 away now.
Oh, bro, you can't grandstand that hard, buddy. You can't grandstand that hard if you played in the mud. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
These people, I would say, he's gained most of his audience since then, and his content's only gotten younger. Now, Mr. Beast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds.
These children's vulnerable mind, dude. Every single time you hear somebody go on these fucking like all these videos talking about like all this moral stuff about like he's doing this to the children.
It literally doesn't though. It says no recoil.
9 times out of 10, these people do the same shit, or like, you know, fucking defending the same shit in other dramas or whatever.
What happened to that claim? Look, I expected them at the end of the video to say that it was some twisted parody. But nope, they seemed pretty proud of their slanderous content where they admitted to committing multiple alleged federal crimes.
That looks really good though. I like that.
Next week, but his collateral damage does.
Again, this video does a good job covering this, but they're not but he's not covering the fact that there was like a solid 15 minutes where they battled back and tried to argue that we were liars, and then intentionally cut the context to show when the fucking chat was a work chat. So I need to go back to Rosanna for a second, really quickly. I'm sorry. I need to show you this because, like, it is important to tell the story, like, in its full fucking length. Because I know this is a Dogpack video and not a Rosanna video specifically. Hold on. Work chat. But, like, she's referring to it as an official company chat. And then when we called her out on it, when we proved that it was a meme chat when it was created, right? She then posted this as a direct response to me. Multiple people from these chats have confirmed they were work chats and they discuss work often. And then she attached like a fucking slew of photos that are apparently work getting done in the company. But her biggest one was Ava Chris Tyson saying, this is now our company chat for Telegram and important people who need to share important messages. And I'm pretty sure it might be down, I might be off by like one message, but every single thing that she showed in her fucking video, with the exception of maybe one or two, I don't know, I really don't think that there's any, but I'm leaving it open-ended in case I'm saying something wrong, because I don't have it in front of me and I can't check. All that shit was before this message, and most of it by a full calendar year, okay? So she intentionally crops this screenshot to not show the timestamp of when it was posted, when it became a work chat, because this was posted
after 99% of the messages were already done in the chat. So she's intentionally trying to lie here. Like this is an obvious attempt to lie, to try to fucking smear us and to try to like hold on to the narrative that she's built up here. She fully doubled down on it, and she's full of shit. So we proved that pretty quickly once we got access to the full logs. That's why manipulative people shouldn't have the right to withhold their own context. I think that Jimmy should have published this entire fucking chat from day one. But ultimately, we got it. We got access to the chat. We saw it for ourselves. These people, bad faith actors. So, yeah.
Doesn't end with allegedly abused children. He also uses old people. For example, he tried using contestant 58 from the ages 1 to 100 video by claiming that he didn't really wink.
In this video, this wink was added in post.
And that number 58 didn't hear number 42 getting out of the booth.
In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him.
And because of that number 58, a 58-year-old man was so confused and getting harassed online to the point he felt that he had to make a TikTok about it.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Because of that booth.
In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him.
And because of that number 58, a 58-year-old man was so confused.
Wait, I'm so sorry, what?
And getting harassed online to the point he felt that he had to make a TikTok about it.
Hey guys, Mr. 58. Been a while since I've posted anything, but something's really been
Oh my god, this is so sad.
concerning me a little bit. I've been seeing things on the internet that have said I didn't wink in the Mr. Beast video 1 to 100. I did wink. I winked a few times, as a matter of fact. The other thing that's been said is I didn't hear 42 say he was stepping out of his cube. Yes, I heard 42 say he was stepping out of his cube. I did it on my own accord to step out with 2 seconds left on the clock. I know of nothing in that video that was staged whatsoever, and I don't know.
Wait, how did I never see this before? Where the fuck was it? This was posted on TikTok. I've literally never seen this guy.
Why these rumors are going over the internet that these things didn't happen. Everything that I did in that video, and nothing was edited after the fact. Everybody be good and have a great day.
This is just sad.
Holy shit, dude.
Actually,
Yeah, it's really messed up.
This old sweet guy gets so upset. And what was Dogpack's proof for these claims? Well, I've got to preview the 1 to 100 video once, so now you've got to believe every baseless claim I make around it.
This is his whole thing. Is like, I worked at the company for 3 weeks, so I know the way the company operates. I fucking which is impossible. It is completely impossible for that to be true. I saw this video once, so you.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Any chance you'd be down to come watch the 1 to 100 video? Tyler wants to get a variety of people's opinions.
100 video once, so now you've got to.
This meeting was run by Mac. It was for ages 1 to 100. First cut didn't have the revenge storyline. Mac said he could add a wink in post, turning the whole thing. Mr. Beast also fakes his videos and
I have returned. Ah. Oh my gosh. Wonder why my my avatar is all flipping out and stuff. Oh, it's back. Okay.
And rigs his challenges. I don't know why you're running defense for them. Jesus.
I believe every baseless claim I make around it. Because you're
Okay, what was my loadout
He's
again?
just crossing shit off. Holy shit.
Dawson? I'd rather believe the sweet old guy who literally was in the video.
Everybody be good and have a great day.
Oh, you should mention the full context. The other thing is when they were
Power
adding
drill.
people to the work chat, the way that Telegram chats work specifically, because yeah, that wasn't mentioned in here either. So when they added people to this meme chat that had inappropriate jokes that weren't for work, like not safe for work stuff, I don't know if people know what NSFW means. When they call it NSFW, by definition, that's literally not safe for work. It flies directly in
Two-hit
the
kill.
face of all
It's
the
always a
allegations they're
two-hit kill.
making, but that's besides the
That's very annoying.
when you add somebody to those chats, if they hadn't been in the chat previously, or I don't know if it works that way if they had been, but if they hadn't been in the chat previously, they can't scroll up. You can't just go back and look at all the messages from a year ago or 2 years ago. So when they all got in there right before the chat died, it's not like it was just like a link to a shitload of porn memes and pedophile jokes. It's just not the reality of what happened.
With Mark Bates, a random subscriber contestant.
Wait, what?
I subscribe to Mr. B.
No fucking way. This guy's got... Bro. Wait. How the fuck did you get an interview with like a... What?
Bates, a random...
Okay, he made a video. I'm like wondering how he's getting in touch with all these people.
Subscriber contestant.
I subscribed to Mr. Beast and literally won $1 million. I literally was in this video right here, and all I did was subscribe. I had no relation with Mr. Beast or anything like that. And they flew me down to North Carolina. I live in Cleveland, and changed my life forever. Literally. All I did was subscribe.
Who won $1 million and then made a video after winning that prize, which Dogbag just took a very out of context clip from.
Another example of things slipping through the cracks.
The second thing that I probably would do different is invest. I talked to Jimmy after I won $1 million, after I finally got the remaining amount in my bank account, I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So
oh no, he didn't invest for Mark. Oh wait.
Oh no, he only gave me $1 million. Oh my god.
What's this clip right after? Which Dogbag conveniently didn't put in his video?
Invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So yeah, and let me clarify, Jimmy did help me.
Bro, I'm actually fucking speechless. No fucking way. No fucking way. Dude, this is so bad. This is so bad. They put him under the pound, bro. They didn't put him in the pound. They put him under the pound.
Cause I know, like I said, I know y'all be like, oh, he didn't help him enough. He did help me.
Yeah, this is as bad as the Def Noodles cut of me. Yeah, literally.
Oh, damn it.
What the fuck, dude?
I said, I know y'all be like, oh, he didn't help him enough. He did help me financially, but like giving me money he did give me funds.
Oh, so Mr. B still funded Mark even after winning and spending the $1 million?
He gave him more money?
Okay, apparently they just had him on a...
After the video, we put him on a monthly salary at the company to give him passive income. Dude, what the fuck, bro?
The monthly salary.
They gave this guy $1 million and he fucking spent it, so they put him on a fucking salary and paid him like an employee.
Mr. Beast's company without him having to perform any work there.
King to you? A person? Who is Bunty King? Nicholas Diario?
This guy's a victim. Mark paid himself was so fucking frustrated from Dogpack using this out of context clip to push his personal agenda.
And dude, imagine being that guy, somebody who Jimmy hooked up with, like hooked up with. Okay, that is some fan fiction right there. I apologize. Somebody hooked up with $1 million, right? And then he put him on the salary to give him like extra money because he spent it or something, like to make sure he's financially viable moving forward. And then like this Dogpack guy comes and takes you out of context, and it looks like you're involved with this project.
In reality, if you get $1 million, you're like, you put that into an investment account, like an index fund, you just get constant monthly payments that basically set you for life.
How have I never seen this video either? How did this not go viral?
Tell me, you've been talking about everything. It's not my story, so I really wanted to get up here and tell you guys that Mr. Beast really did come through for me, Jimmy. I love you.
I've never seen that before. This guy made 2 YouTube videos, and I've never seen it.
Give a shit about
where was the r/YouTube drama post for that one?
Or what he uses or whose life he ruins just to push his own narrative, and it's fucking disgusting. Showing out of context clips and snippets is something that Dogpack does a lot, by the way. He also did it with Mac when Mr. Beast asked him what he was gonna do with the $800,000 he won. What are you gonna spend the...
Dude, we're halfway through this video, and I think we're on pace for like probably the best video essay I've seen all year. Unless he completely blows it in the second half.
That's true.
And I'll happily tell you if that's the case. I think we're on pace for like the best video essay of the year.
$800,000 on.
I've got 3 friends of mine. Soggy fucking cereal, bro.
Childhood friends of mine.
He's such a cool guy.
Dude, it's not fucking often when I watch a story.
That's like above and beyond what most do.
And then I'm watching a video essay. I don't like watching retrospective videos or stuff like this because I usually know everything by the time the video comes out. And this has just blown my mind at least 6 different times.
I'm gonna make sure they don't have to worry about money anymore. I mean, my life's changed now.
Oh, wow. He's gonna give it to his 3 less fortunate friends?
Something to you, Nick?
Well, that is so kind. Let's see what Dawson made of this.
Bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on? I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Oh, he got that...
What is Bunty King to you? A person? Who is Bunty King?
What kind of take is that? What the fuck?
Dude, look at how hard this gets chipped. Look at
whole part of this. Fortunate friends? Well, that is so kind. Wow. He's gonna give it to his 3 less fortunate friends? Well, that is so kind. Let's see what Dawson made of this.
Bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on? I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Oh.
It's like, you have to remember that he willingly chose to cut the video that way. Like, there's no way that was an accident. And the other one wasn't an accident either.
A person?
He got that whole part out.
Nicholas Diario?
To insinuate Mac was gonna spend it on more bathrooms in his huge mansion that he didn't even have.
Mac started working full-time on the editing team at Mr. Beast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
See, I saw the actual property listing and, well, obviously I can't show this, so you've got to trust me on my word. But the house is on the name of another editor at Mr. Beast, which Mac was sleeping over at because he himself didn't have a house. But Soggy, didn't you expose Mac for being a liar? Why are you now picking his side? I don't pick sides, nor do I just blindly hate every person I criticize. What am I? A disgruntled employee acting like a toddler? Mac...
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And by the way, I've never seen Mac try and use fake CP to push a personal agenda. Also, Dogpack. Take that clip.
You have to imagine that some of these people who are disgruntled from Mr. Beast are for good reason, and they probably didn't consent to being in videos that are so I'm gonna say fast and loose with the truth. What I mean are so intentionally malicious. Now, we don't know all these people's names, and it's probably better that way now. You have to imagine that some of these people feel kind of fucked over.
Yeah, because it's like it's completely destroyed their case
not when they're winning,
for how Mr. Beast is not as good as he portrays himself to be.
Tell the story of what happened here. I don't think they're going to be proud to be in a video that Dogpack made.
Clip from my video out of yours. Because now you're using my content to push your lies.
Over the next 7 days, I'm going to be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to your channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
Samsung giveaway was legit. Here you can see old testimonies from random subscribers who won and got contacted by Mr. Beast. Also, PewDiePie never bashed that clip. It's just another example of Dogpack's manipulative editing.
No, it's PewDiePie laughing at it. Like, it's him talking in jest, and it was edited to seem like PewDiePie was, like, exposing Mr. Beast.
Now, even though we've only touched the tip of the lies of Dogpack iceberg so far, I preemptively want to ask Dawson, why would you knowingly spread all of this disinformation? Now, Dogpack,
Bro is floating through the
really
floor. Oh,
say because it would make you look
caught myself on that one.
Is either
he mentioned the fact that he is not a professional journalist or investigator.
Oh god, dude! And the other shit that needs to get exposed here, you can't just lie for fucking what is it, like 3 total hours of all the content he's produced and go, but I said allegedly in front of it, as if that makes any of this okay. I really do think that this guy needs to be fucking sued, and I've thought that from like before I knew half of this shit. I legitimately think that this guy realized, oh fuck, I didn't get sued after the first video. So I probably am just good to say whatever. I do think people like this need to be hit. I'm sorry. Like, somebody in this video, I fucking pray to God. I don't know.
Do something about it.
Allegations around for other
At least.
people to properly investigate.
Or just ruin him career-wise for this kind of shit.
After falsely accusing someone of domestic violence and taking their
Hey.
You had left after.
Hey, who's that guy on the screen right there?
Falsely accusing someone of domestic violence and taking their dog in your third video. Because this is what you said in your first video, which I'm also disproving.
And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should.
No, that's exactly what you're trying to do. Don't even pretend, bro. Don't even pretend.
Not what I'm saying. You should believe every receipt that's on the screen. Just not what I'm saying, guys. Come on.
At the receipts, Dawson, and so far they're telling me that you're lying.
Believe Mr. Beast employees. Why would they lie? Believe Mr. Beast employees.
Asshole. And before you try and defend yourself with plausible deniability, I'll just play this clip.
Mr. Beast knows this, but you know he's a poker player. He likes a little bluffery, a little plausible deniability.
Also, me disproving cheap attempts at
your whole thing is plausible deniability, buddy. Your whole thing is like, well, I didn't explicitly say that, and we see right through it.
Slander from this guy doesn't mean I'm defending this guy. I know a lot of people believe in the delusion that defending Mr. Beast is the safe option. I know there's people have been living under a rock lately, but defending Mr. Beast right now is actual career suicide. Well,
absolutely fucking is. I've had people say horrible shit about me because I've been calling this liar out for the past 3 fucking months, and it's funnier and funnier every time because I get to watch a few more people flip over and start to realize, oh no, Nick's correct. No, you know, listen, I don't like Nick DiOrio, but well, he's actually correct here. It's funny because even the YouTube drama subreddit started to flip, but then they go back and they just pretend this guy's not like a huge piece of shit. It is not easier to be a quote-unquote pro Mr. Beast guy in this current fucking drama landscape climate. People have made killings. People have made livings. People have probably set themselves up for early retirement.
Fucking Optimus. Optimus definitely set himself up for fucking retirement. Definitely.
The little slop epidemic, regurgitating every single thing that Dogpack has said. Okay? People launched careers that will die, by the way. There are YouTubers who have launched careers off of repeating every single thing that Dogpack says. Those people will not be here next year. I will, by the way, I will. But those people will not be making content next year. And if they are, it will be to like a third of the audience, maybe even like a fraction of the audience, rather, of the people that they were talking to right now. Okay? Careers have been started off the back of this guy's fucking thing. And those people, again, are the people saying, I'm compromised.
While regurgitating Dogpack's lies is the easy and safe way to generate millions of views and hundreds of thousands of dollars. But in my opinion, blindly taking either side should be heavily frowned upon.
Dude, I did just fine this year. I'm not complaining at all. Thank you to everybody who supported me. I would have made 10 times the amount if I just sat there and lied about Mr. Beast for the last year.
Well, the last 3 months rather, not the last year, but the last 3 months. I would have made like life-changing money just lying about him.
Some very questionable and fucked up decisions Mr. Beast has made that he needs to be held accountable for. And I'll get to that. However, to effectively criticize him, help genuine victims, and hold him more
Oh, you gotta be pooping me.
accountable, we must first clear the table of all of the lies that have been spread by Dawson French, aka Dogpack404, such as the lie of Feastables using child slavery. It takes a single Google search to find several public...
Bro, hold on.
Wait, what? That's a thing he said? What?
The same
What?
time, when they took their slave-free banner off of the Feastables website, they've been in talks to join Tony's Chocolonely's Open Chain Ethical Sourcing Initiative, and did so officially from March 20.
I don't know who it was, but I watched one
Fuck,
Mr. Beast video.
how have I missed
and
3
I think
times?
They literally said, like, why don't you partner with Tony's Chocolonely? And like, if you look it up on Google, he did.
Free banner off of the Feastables website, they've been in talks to join Tony's Chocolonely's Open Chain Ethical Sourcing Initiative, and did so officially from March 2024, which if you don't know, Tony's Chocolonely's is a Dutch chocolate brand known for their goal to produce chocolate as
There we go.
ethically as possible, and one of
Right.
few companies legitimately doing so. I mean, now Feastables is the first major US-based
Dude, it's such a fucking L to go the child slavery route on the chocolate bars without doing just a simple Google search, dude. Dude, this guy could have been dangerous if he just had access to Google.
who joined them with the goal to actively reduce child labor and slavery in the chocolate production process. But then, why they take slave-free banner off of Feastables' website? Well, dear Dogpack, already typing that question up on Twitter, you can literally read the answer on the Tony Chocolonely's website. Why did you make the switch from slave-free to
Oh my god, bro. Wait, I'm so sorry.
exploitation-free? We've adapted our mission messaging to help us express the scope of impact
Dude, you've gotta be joking. I didn't even know this.
today. When Tony started, we were laser focused on one issue in the cocoa industry, but as we've grown, our areas of impact have
It's the fucking ethical chocolate company that changed their language, not Mr. Beast. Oh my god. Even I would have walked into that one. Holy shit.
Our mission statement needs to be inclusive of all the work we do today. From addressing multidimensional poverty to remediating child labor.
Dude, every single thing that they expose this guy for makes him sound like a good dude when you explain the full context. It's actually unreal.
I don't know how you
It's
get it so
actually
wrong.
so unreal. This feels like I'm watching like a bread tuber get mad about like Mr. Beast curing the blind or something because we don't have universal health care, so the government can just do it. So we have to be mad at Jimmy because he does it for money and financial gain.
And everything in between. Wow! It took one Google search to not falsely accuse someone of using child
slavery. Like, you can't even be like, well, he's just making a comment about the chocolate. Yeah, it's the chocolate is fucking child slaves, so it's kind of a big deal. Yeah.
Slavery? Yes. For the people who don't know, Dogpack did falsely accuse someone of DV and AB.
When Mr. Beast, Dogpack404, put out his third video, Mr. Beast's Secret CEO, in which he was later proven to have accused an innocent man, James Warren, Mr. Beast's cousin, of domestic violence. He later admitted this on Twitter after his own source
violence, but yeah.
disproved him, and he looked into it himself, only to find out he accused the wrong guy.
That slanders video is still up by the
That's
way
really
after
fucked
more
up.
than a month
How
of
do you
people
even
begging-
accomplish
Just to be
that?
clear, that slanders video was finally taken down. I don't know when this was written, but it was after, I
Okay,
believe,
I
2
gotta
months
adjust
of
my
it being up.
headset.
It was finally unlisted. Not even deleted, unlisted. I think he changed the title shortly before it went down.
him to
And just to be clear, his fix for this fucking huge error, this video delete worthy error, was that he hid it under the show more of the video's description, so millions of people saw tons of misinformation,
And when I reached out to him and he was arguing with me about it, he was doubling down while also saying that I ruined his credibility. You can go watch that in other video that will be on screen in VOD.
Take it down. Disclaimer, he took it down a few days ago, but after almost 2 months and 3.1 million views, you're not getting off the hook that easy.
Based! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Dawson. And the video of the false CP allegations is also still up. He also made life-ruining allegations against Lokoya Hill, who was the person that made the decision to fire Dogback.
Okay, so
Here's an
whenever
audio
I
clip from the leaked
reference...
firing interview at Beast.
Wait, I didn't know that. Wait I know, whoa. I didn't know that Lokoya fired Dogpack. That is...
Wait, really?
That is a huge thing to be learning right now. What I was about to say, okay, Lokoya is one of the major things that I think Jimmy needs to address. So this is alongside Delaware, like probably a pillar of this video. But I did not know that the firing person was Lokoya.
Still up. He also made live...
That is insanely fucking manipulative to not be out front about.
Ruining allegations against Lokoya Hill, who was the person that made the decision to fire Dogpack. Here's an audio clip from the leaked firing interview at Beast.
Please, Sagi. Please give me that video. I need to hear this guy beg for his job. Out of nothing other than pure unleaded, disclosed vitriol. I need to watch this guy fucking beg for his job at Mr. Beast. Okay, just for my fucking...
Oh, every time you open the tab menu, it resets the timer. But it doesn't actually reset the timer, it resets the visible timer.
My job is you're pushing back on everything that we're saying. So
well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO.
You're trying to fire me, but I want to work on this company. I'm the CEO of this company. This is from the intro.
This company, if I'm talking...
If I'm talking, wait for me to finish.
Well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company. If I'm talking, don't interrupt me. And I am telling you this is what's happening, and you're telling me that I'm wrong. I am not wrong. I've made the decision. Here, we will take care of...
I appreciate that. Can I please have a second chance?
It's not.
Wow, he's a fucking absolute goof, isn't he?
Before he changes his mind, can I? And I've been trying to get to this point of working on Mr. Beast for a long time.
I wonder why he's trying to destroy Lokoya's life.
Oh, that was awesome. That was so cool. I wish I had that. Oh, I need the full recording. Holy fuck
me.
Dude, that was so
Jesus.
awesome.
There are other people at the company if I were to switch departments.
Dude, and you know the way he talks about it is like, I already had my eyes open. I was already starting to investigate Mr. Beast during the short time I was there. Go look for it. He said it. He said you could find it on his YouTube channel. He said it. Meanwhile, you get to hear what Dogpack was really like when he worked at Mr. Beast, and he was a sniveling little pussy begging for his job with his fucking manager that he'd later go on to expose in a YouTube video. Wow.
That would be very happy to have me. I don't care about the salary.
It's not.
I don't care about the salary.
That would be very happy to have me. I don't care about the salary.
It's not. No. It's not what happened to you.
Or Doc Scara.
She's your hiring manager.
Or put a picture of his manager on his psychotic wall for no reason but personal spite.
Oh fuck, I hit the wrong button. I announced Tipster's the president.
Go into manager on the... Or Doc Scara.
She's your hiring manager.
Or
is that like a LinkedIn? I thought that was a Twitter during my first watch through.
Put a picture of his manager on his psychotic...
Is that Wavy Web Surf?
Wall for no reason
Nope,
but
fuck.
personal...
I get it if he's upset with the company. It was his dream job. It just didn't work out. But just randomly putting me there as a form of revenge in front of millions of people made me see his video through the context of someone with a grudge rather than fair criticism of things we could do better. Wow, bro. Wow. Oh my god.
Spite. Coincidentally, all three of those people were in the room when Dogpack was fired.
I'm our COO. Car, we are still going to reimburse you.
This is the original contract and the original NDA.
It's like he's just doing all this out of a personal grudge.
He is.
Yes.
We will lie if we have to. I mean,
of course.
I just try to be honest, I guess.
What a selfless hero. You know, a selfless hero who, whenever he can, mentions that he didn't make these slanderous videos with any personal gain in mind.
That's like the whole point of this is the video's not monetized. It's on a new account.
Wait, what do you mean that's the whole point? You didn't say that.
Like, you know, in the description of my video, it says, or in the intro too, it says this is not monetized. Because if it's monetized, then people think I'm just doing it for clout and money.
But you're doing it to expose the truth on woke media.
Exactly.
But you're doing it to expose the truth on woke media.
Exactly.
This is textbook manipulation.
Exactly.
He's not gaining anything out of these
Exactly,
videos.
bro.
He's
He's got it.
extremely deceptive. He gained 700,000 loyal subscribers.
700,000 subscribers, which could be like Aiden subscribers in a year. Hopefully they are, to be fair. But he also gave tons of fame and notoriety.
Collaborations with huge creators, which he's clearly trying to abuse. And it's all built on lies, deceit, and manipulation. If there is one person who gained...
And you know his response to this is going to be like, well, actually, sir, you didn't reference allegation number 16 for my video, meaning that this entire thing is invalid, and you're defending Jimmy, who's a really bad guy. Instead of just, like, engaging...
Yeah, really?
Like,
yeah, that's about
huge
accurate
scumbag.
from what I've seen.
Anything from all this?
Sorry, you only debunked 2/3 of my allegations in total. So actually, you're running, sir.
Dogback. And
your video is only an hour and a half instead of 4 hours, going through every single thing I've said on every live stream. So clearly, you haven't done the research.
Purely out of principle, I'm putting a mid-roll ad here. Here, Dogback talks about how Mr. Beast scammed.
Wait, he hasn't referenced Jimmy being Satan yet, bro. Somebody's got to send Soggy Cereal the Satan arc, dude.
The Satan
The
arc.
Satan segment.
What
If
is
somebody,
this?
Snaggle, send me the Satan segment. We'll watch that after, because it's even crazier.
Everyone by having people pay to get their memes sent to the moon, the rocket exploding, and them not offering refunds. First of all, people have shown proof of getting refunds even before the failed launch, just because it took longer than expected. Second of all, have you thought about a second launch? And as usual, I don't just have to take Dustin's word for it. The news article, which you put in your proof document, literally states the following. However, failure would not mean the end for S Robotic, which is the company Mr. Beast.
Oh my god, dude. You didn't even read your own article? Or you did, and you did this on purpose. I'm gonna keep preempting that. Obviously, that's what I think. But, like, I mean, come on. How many of these we gotta look at before you start to see, like, hey, this guy's not on the up and up?
The hard drive filled with the memes. It's certainly
one in the chat if this guy's malicious.
Going to have some impact on our relationships and our ability to secure additional missions in the future, as Robotic already has a contract to fly another robotic lunar lander mission for NASA later.
Whole lot of ones going on the screen. You might not be able to see that because of the white backdrop. Let me just put the gaming window on this. Yeah, there's quite a few ones on the screen.
This year. And this conveniently went unmentioned in your video.
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized.
That is very funny. That is unquestionably the funniest thing Dogpack's ever done.
Carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized.
That is the... Okay, I gotta give him that. That was really funny. That was a funny thing that he did.
It fucking exploded.
Side note here, Dogpack...
It fucking exploded.
Immortalized. It fucking exploded.
Okay, I gotta give him that. We got Dogpack 1, Soggy Cereal 100, but like that was funny. All right.
Side note here, Dogpack also uses another very manipulative tactic where he shows this stinky, dinky scrap metal rocket instantly exploding, which made people believe that Mr. Beast was really trying to nickel and dime this entire space mission, while in reality,
wait, that's not actually the rocket launch?
Actual spacecraft carrying the hard drive.
Are you fucking? He just googled fucking spaceship exploding. I didn't even think that he would do that. That's fucking funny.
It was a high quality Vulcan.
That's not even the rocket. It's just that's not even the fucking rocket.
Made in collaboration with NASA as well as the ULA.
Vulcan rocket.
It gets
launching
worse.
A new era in spaceflight to the moon and beyond.
Stinky dinky rocket. High quality spacecraft carrying the hard drive with memes from Mr. Beast. Dogpack's manipulation. Reality. But Soggy, what about the insider knowledge he has from working there?
In my opinion, as somebody who worked for Mr. Beast.
I mean, I think you could still make that joke, but you probably should show the fucking rocket. I mean, that's kind of stupid. He's got all the receipts, he doesn't show the rocket?
It has been proven time and time again he only worked there for 20 workdays. As a new employee in like a 250 to 300 employee company, you're not gonna get much credible insider knowledge in 20 days. But he also had anonymous text messages from ex-Mr. Beast employees. Well, see, I have two notes on that. One is that I feel like anonymous text messages can be used as tangible proof if either you have the receipts to back them up, or you as a person can be trusted to not have faked or manipulated them.
Yeah, that's the thing. There it is. Dude, when you lie about shit, your anonymous testimony people are now like being judged off of your credibility, right? Because you're their mouthpiece. We don't know who this person is. They might be the same person in every video. You could have 50 employees helping you. We have no idea who's who or what's what, and that's okay. Maybe these people are afraid of being sued, blah, 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 blah. All right? But if you yourself are a huge fucking scumbag, a ridiculous moron who got fucking fired from the company or whatever, and you're disgruntled and you're making these fucking crazy allegations, well, that looks bad on all of those people, and now every single one of those people have their credibility challenged, more so because they were in a video with you and we don't even know who they are. We can't judge them. We can't look at their history. We can't see what they've posted online. We have absolutely nothing on any of those people. So it's again, it's your credibility is what is used like to judge them or whatever. And if you can't separate yourself and actually handle this thing objectively, you're just doing more damage to these people you're quote-unquote trying to help, who are just further serving your narrative realistically.
I think we can trust Dawson on that one. And two, even if those messages are from legitimate ex-Mr. Beast employees, they're wrong. This text, for example, which Dogpack uses as a foundation for Mr. Beast rigging his challenges.
Here. In 100 Boys versus 100 Girls, we were told it would be a PR problem if the boys won by a lot. We also didn't have enough girls to film, so several Mr. Beast employees stepped in for the video. Most had to go out immediately, so production was told to get more boys out to make it closer. Yeah, I have heard some stuff about this. I'll be interested to hear what they say.
Dogpack uses as a foundation for Mr. Beast rigging his challenges. According to them, after a shift change in the 100 Boys v Girls video, no girls were eliminated when closing off their circles, so it was pretty much rigged. They think? Okay.
They think?
They love the lack of confidence in their own claims, and the lack of confidence makes sense. Because if you simply watch the 100 Girls v Boys video, you can clearly see a girl got eliminated during that part of the challenge. And in this behind the scenes video, you can even see how many cameras they had to make sure the challenge wasn't rigged.
So we could constantly monitor it. This is the kind of stuff we don't normally show. We had to have 6 or 7 people here monitoring every angle, because if they just touch the red line, they're out.
He also used this video as a prime example of Mr. Beast never using random subscribers, even though multiple people who can be identified by their nameplate can be proven to be random, non-influencer contestants from outside of North Carolina.
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe...
Dude, you can't make statements like they are never X, Y, and Z, because it is so easy to debunk that. This guy's been making content for 10 years. Even if you thought that most of his content stuff was fake, like, right, most of it's fake, I mean, he's gonna be able to pull up an example. Come on, like, that's a crazy statement to just say with, like, utmost certainty.
You will not win $1 million.
I subscribed to Mr. Beast and literally won $1 million.
Especially when you could just Google
okay, that's
that
funny.
you used in your video and omitted that specific person's testimony, so you could make your argument. And that's crazy. That video was before that. Oh my god.
I guess you forgot she's your
Holy
hiring
shit.
manager. Actually,
maybe he's malicious, guys. I haven't even considered. Maybe he's malicious.
I recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend.
Yeah, Dawson. Because they were filling in for contestants who had COVID at the time. You can see Mr. Beast's girlfriend publicly talking about this in a podcast from years ago, by the way.
I saw on your Twitter that you were in the video 100 Girls vs 100 Boys for $500,000.
Yes. That was an accident. On the day, everybody had to go for COVID tests, and a lot of people came, got their COVID tests, and
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize that this video was during the whole pandemic thing. And that, like, potentially, maybe it's not, like, a super malicious thing that's occurring here. Maybe there's a reason why some of these people are stand-ins. Can't put my finger on what that could be, though.
they tested positive.
Oh, wait, somebody tested positive?
And the girls somehow ended up with way too little contestants. So I got a call randomly from the studio, and they're like, we need a female.
What, you wanted them to let contestants with COVID participate in the challenge? And in this podcast, she also says that the contestants were informed beforehand that even if they lost, they'd still receive the $5,000 prize money.
Which was the plot twist. Even if you leave, you get to keep the $5,000, which makes it easier for
Oh my god, dude.
people to leave the circle.
Yeah.
So the goal was, it was sort of a psychological test, really.
The people know that if they left, that they would still win.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the big
Are you fucking kidding me,
plot
dude?
twist, which I'm a huge fan of.
So not only were you wrong on all accounts, this is probably the worst video you could have possibly tried building your case on, that Mr. Beast challenges are rigged. And then your only other example of this accusation is the "in 10 minutes this room will explode" video.
I want to show one more example. This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life, and the timer is clearly added in post.
Okay, this is just getting embarrassing at this point, but you sent me this picture, Dawson, to seem more credible by proving you were on the set of a video. And if you look real closely at the picture that you took, you'll notice that it's the set from the 10-minute video, where you can see that the timer was in fact not added in post.
So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water.
Assume my ass. You didn't assume shit. You're breaking your NDA by spreading confidential info. You
Oh my god, dude. Holy, sue him, lawsuit. Financial abuse. I don't care, dude. Fuck him up. This is insane. This guy fucking needs to be checked. He's on a fucking rampage.
You from being on that set. And yes,
I was wrong about Alex Jones, dude.
I do give permission to anyone whose life got damaged by Dawson French to use my video against him in court.
The producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they could sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close.
No.
Dude, this guy's like, I said allegedly. This is my testimony, and I'm gonna pretend it's not. Oh my god, bro. I can't. What does it say? We do a lot of things off screen for safety, like the water valve thing. We need to be able to remotely trigger them, which is why we had safety divers hidden. So I guess Dawson can say that they also help make the video more tense.
They did it for safety, as to not force someone to exert extreme force trying to turn valves underwater in a room submerged in water. Just like they replaced contestants who had COVID with employees, because for safety reasons. A thing you so vehemently claim they lack at the company. Same with this video, where a safety team forced the Mr. Beast crew off of their raft.
I remember asking the safety guys.
Same with this video, where
I remember asking the safety guy, and he said he made them go off the raft on day 4 because of a lightning storm for an hour, and then put them back on as soon as it was safe. Also, calling it a rusty barge. Calling a rusty barge a luxury yacht is hilarious. I'll send you the video.
A safety team forced the Mr. Beast crew off of their raft in the 7 Days Stranded at Sea video for about an hour because of this dangerous lightning storm. Wait, what was it you said again?
You can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But you didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht.
Oh yeah. You lied about them allegedly sleeping on a luxurious production yacht. No. They were forced to stay on a rusty barge for about an hour for their own safety and went back on their raft as soon as a life-threatening lightning storm passed. And here is video proof from the rusty barge.
Jesus.
Wow, what a luxurious yacht. Now you can still argue about the fact that they went off of the raft, but I don't think it's faking a challenge when you're forced by your safety team to leave your
because
raft
the thing is, this video could be created the other way. It's like, well, they didn't want to fake the challenge, so they made them stay on the fucking yacht during the fucking thing during the lightning storm or whatever. Like, there's just no winning here. There's no way that Mr. Beast could possibly win this, because he's either faking the challenge or he's putting people in danger. Obviously, putting people in danger is the thing you'd want to avoid more than misrepresenting parts of the challenge that are outside of the, like, that are literally natural causes, reasons to stop the event.
to get on a rusty barge for about an hour to sit out a light.
Like, no matter what he did there, this would have appeared in Dogpack's video.
Threatening lightning.
I'm just happy it's the lesser of two evils.
Storm to then get back on the raft as soon as possible. It's making sure people don't die. On one side, you're preaching the Mr. Beast company isn't safe enough.
Wow.
But then you
dude, they're faking every video. All these videos are fake, except the one they tortured Jake Weddle.
The Mr. Beast company isn't safe enough.
Wow.
But then you use every single example of them actually implementing safety protocols against them as if they're doing it to break challenges.
Yes.
Or not always use random subscribers. Do I really have to explain why they don't use complete strangers in challenges that include a man and a woman having to stay together in a small enclosed space for 100 days? Pick a side, Dawson. Do you want them to fucking die for a challenge? Or do you want them to be safe? That's why the 24 people in a circle for $1 million video didn't get published. Which Dawson insinuates was some elaborate scheme to force more people to buy shirts and then they'd run away with the profit.
We're gonna have 24 people. We're gonna put them in 24 different circles. $1 million on the line. Have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
Also, this video never happened. There is no Mr. Beast video of 24 people in circles competing for $1 million. So, like, did they just pocket the money or what?
Well, again, it was because of COVID. And this time, out of the contestants who took part in that 24 people in the circle for $1 million challenge.
Oh no, wait, Mr. Beast lied about a challenge that never happened. What's gonna happen here?
What happened? I've heard that you were in the 24 people in a circle compete for $1 million challenge.
Yep.
Can you talk a bit about how you were invited to that challenge, what kind of happened, why it was never published?
Mr. Beast started that.
Spoiler alert, I do know what happened here. I know exactly what happened here. This is not going to be a surprise to me, but I do believe this will be a surprise to you.
24-hour live stream. We were signing t-shirts and giving stuff away for that challenge. So I threw that on. I'm like, look, we'll just put this on in the background. We'll watch it the whole time. And he's giving away tickets, and I just kept blowing up the comment section. I didn't even buy a shirt. I won one of the
I didn't even buy a shirt, and I won. I didn't know you were going to say that. That's funny.
invitations through the comment section on YouTube.
Oh, for free, as like a free participation. No purchase necessary, I guess.
Yeah, during like the height of COVID and everything. It was actually in November. We quarantined for 2 weeks. It was a super nice hotel, like, 2 bedrooms. They bring meals to our room 3 times a day. It was good food. Just wanting to keep everybody safe and make sure that we're doing protocols the best.
They quarantined people for 2 fucking weeks to make a video where they paid to have them get 3 meals per day in a fucking hotel.
That's the way that we could to engage in this video. We all COVID tested, did a giant...
Guys, this is Hitler. Mr. Beast is Hitler. Can you tell this guy is Hitler?
Circle, there was 24 of us, and right in the middle there's $1 million. And we competed for a few days. All of a sudden, in the middle of the night, one of the subcontractors that worked for the team came in and kind of rushed the gun and didn't wait for...
And he went in there, and then his COVID test went positive. When he was he contaminated the set.
There's COVID results, and he tested positive. And Jimmy came out and he's like, guys, I hate to do this, but one of the guys on the crew has tested positive, and I got to keep you all safe. So they canceled the video and they apologized.
Which was out of Jimmy's hands. There was nothing he could have done. Except there was something he could have done.
Sent us all home with 10 grand as an apology. After the new year in January or something like that, we actually got the call again that they were going to refilm this video. And they brought us all back out.
So just to be clear, they gave everybody 10 grand just to start with. And then they flew everybody back out to refilm the video.
As an apology. After the new year in January or something like that, we actually got the call again that they were going to refilm this video. And they brought us all back out. And
they spent $24,000. No, they spent $240,000. And then shot the video again.
Like, it's not going to be a 2-week quarantine. We're going to do like a 4 or 5 day quarantine. And during that period of time, pretty much everybody got COVID, including myself. Like, he's just like, I'm
so then everyone gets COVID again. They get COVID again, chat. They already paid out $240,000. Then they get COVID again, so they can't film again.
Sorry.
And then you want to know what they do?
Like, we literally we can't do it because everybody's sick, but we'll make it up to you in the future. And again, even then, he gave us like financial contributions to help.
Did they split just like the one?
They fucking split the $1 million. It still cost Jimmy $1 million. And then he didn't even get a video out of it. And Dogpack is acting like this is a bad thing. When the only person who was fucked over in this situation was fucking Jimmy.
$1 million over everyone?
Exactly.
They just split the entire $1 million.
So he spent literally $1.25 million on a video that was unsalvageable, that could never be released, and fucking paid for their room and board for what, a total of 25 days?
Prize money over every 24 contestants.
They took the $1 million. And
this is the guy that you guys are slandering. You guys have been slandering this guy for 3 months and telling me that I'm fucking hired opposition for pointing it out.
Divided it.
You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I can't believe it.
You guys, $1,240,000 in total, I guess.
Just stay in a hotel.
Jesus Christ. You guys get the point that this guy...
This is $1.25 million to go on a vacation. I can't believe it.
It's about as trustworthy as Richard
so
Nixon
funny,
during
dude.
Watergate. And at this point, he has broken his NDA, committed serious defamation time and time again, and in the process harmed not just Mr. Beast, but also several other innocent people, who clearly mean nothing more to him than collateral damage. I'm actually surprised people don't want this guy sued.
No, Jake Weddle didn't only get $50K. Jake Weddle got $10,000 for every day he stood in the challenge, and then he cried about it years later. And then, like, after, by the way, going on a podcast and reflecting on this whole thing fondly, just to be clear. And then after all of that, by the way, that's a sick snipe I just dropped. After all of that, they gave him another 50 grand.
But hey, I'm no lawyer, so
this guy's a scumbag.
I don't know what's illegal, so I called one. And what Dawson is doing is surely not legal. By now, the results of an investigation done into the Mr. Beast LLC by an external third-party law firm have been shared
Themselves, man. Dude, I'm sorry. This huge law firm is not sacrificing their own fucking credibility to defend Jimmy fucking Donaldson. It's just not happening. It's cope. It always seems to be whenever stuff like this happens, but I don't think that Linus Tech Tips did this. I don't think that Jimmy did this. I don't think they're paying people off here. Just, it's fucking absurd.
He aligns with all of the
F? Are we back? We're back. Refresh. Sorry, chat. Refresh. Dude, the ops didn't get me. We're good. Refresh.
evidence I found. So
I'll jump back a couple seconds.
Results of an investigation done into the Mr. Beast LLC by an external third-party law firm have been shared.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think that like all of these this huge company is gonna risk their entire reputation on fucking Jimmy. I don't think they're gonna do that. They did this with Linus Tech Tips. So I don't think they're doing this here. I don't think they're doing what like the people are saying. They hired their own fucking people to investigate them. Therefore, it's invalid. It's just code.
And completely aligns with all of the evidence I found. So if at this point you still choose to believe this guy, I kindly want to ask you to stop watching my video and continue putting crayons up your nose while drooling over Dogpack's
He looks like I'm Alex in that one.
face. Hey, what however is legal is the second illegal law.
Bro! 2 wins! 2 fucking wins! No way!
Oh my god, I got 2
No
Fortnite
way.
dubs.
No fucking way, dude.
Almost any clip you do find will have some new violation of internet gambling or sweepstakes laws.
I thought it was him. I was like, he won. Wait, really? Let's go. Wait, it's literally like his initial. Who is it? My cousin. Wait, really?
Actually, that's illegal.
Actually, that's not illegal. Only immediate family can partake in your sweepstakes, and the cousin is not immediate family. It would have been illegal to exclude Chandler's cousin unless if specified in the rules of that specific giveaway. And your snippet isn't from those rules. It's from some lawyer's equivalent to Stack Over.
So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using Mr. Beast's signature. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I think this is fraud.
Maybe ask your immediate family, lawyer, next time, because your opinions are fucking stupid. It's completely legal and fine to use someone else's signature if they gave you formal consent to do so, and it doesn't devalue the signature.
Months later, Mr. Beast signed shirts again.
There is
This
one
time it was
thing that
a 24-hour live stream.
It just occurred to me that we're all the way through the LaQuaya Hill segment, and we haven't discussed any of the testimony directed from the people that have claimed that he's done abusive things and stuff like that. And I do think it's important to reference that stuff does exist. That there's 7 people who have given, well, 8 people technically, that have given varied forms of testimony about that guy's legitimacy and about like the sexual harassment to sexual abuse to be honest, I don't really know what dog. This isn't supposed to be me insulting Dogpack, but he put up a guy saying that he's harassed somebody, that he fucking raped somebody, that he roofied and raped multiple people. I do think there needs to be some response from Jimmy as to like what has occurred there, why this person wasn't immediately fired. I do think that is like valuable information that could come from Jimmy, despite the fact that this video brings insane, compelling testimony to prove that Dogpack is manipulative, and he's a liar, and he's doing this maliciously. There are still questions for Jimmy that he does need to answer, and I don't want this to come off as a total 100% glaze, because my questions are not satisfied because Soggy Cereal made a video that's really good. I think we do need to hear from Jimmy.
Stream with way more illegal lotteries.
Nope. Mr. Beast had no purchase necessary in the description, and even though they did say things like,
Would you guys prefer that we throw money in random orders, or that we throw items in random orders? Yeah.
Somebody
screamed in chat, "I want a Switch!"
Hey,
buy a shirt.
If they ended up picking out of both free and paid entries for those giveaways behind the scenes, which there is no reason to believe they didn't, well, then that is legal in live streams. However, I do agree that it's very scummy and manipulative advertising in my opinion. Now, even though I have disproven most of these accusations, there's still a few that I have to investigate deeper. I mean, since Dogpack 404 declined every interview offer, the only other place I can think of the truth
Dogpack will only show up and he will only engage with you when he thinks he's got you by the balls, which is why he like started taunting me after I proved that the group chat wasn't a work chat initially. And then when he's like really mad at you because I was demanding he take down his fucking James Warren video. But it seems like Soggy couldn't get that interview either. I couldn't get that interview personally. You gotta jump these guys. They're slippery little fuckers, and they won't talk to you.
The belly of the beast. Oh man, North Carolina? Isn't that the boring part of the US? Oh well. Now, on my 8-hour sleep-deprived flight, I had a lot of time to think and watch Minions, and there was one question that just kept bugging me. Why did Dogpack commit such serious defamation and violate his NDA? Why risk your entire life just to spread lies about a YouTuber?
And not even make any money. And not even make any money.
Knew about Dogpack to try and figure out his motivation. I rewatched his first 2 job applications for Miss.
Oh my god. Dude, give me this file, bro. What do I gotta do to get this file? Come on, man.
Which both got denied, and they seemed obsessive at best and pretentiously unprofessional at worst. I went over his personal Reddit account, that 5-hat guy, which, for the geriatrics watching, 5-hat is hip internet lingo for when a person says something very smart. So, he's calling himself very smart, which is pretty pretentious and cringe. I was starting to see multiple patterns here. Hundreds of obsessive posts and comments on the Mr. Beast subreddit. New Mr. Beast interview just dropped. Feasible designs. Him being pretentious, saying he would do shorts better than the current shorts team at Mr. Beast. Rants whenever people criticized his video IDs. Another third 15-minute long obsessive Mr. Beast job application where he goes into depth on viewer psychology, showcasing how aware he is of how every small piece of a video can be used to manipulate the viewer.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, it's very obvious why he was hired at Mr. Beast. It's because his ideas aligned heavily with the things he's later criticized Beast for in his own video. And just to be clear, the guy who deserves the most credit for this is the Stucky guy. Stucky was the one who pointed me in this direction, but when I saw his video, when you look at the stuff that he was trying to do at Mr. Beast, and it's like word for word the type of behavior that he criticizes.
Job application where he goes into depth on viewer psychology, showcasing how aware he is of how every
look at this viewer psychology thing.
I'm kind of locked in right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me just cover chat, right? observe, categorize, simplify, address the current reality. Then identify the first principles, recognize key elements, understand, transcend, shape a new reality, test new combinations, reintegrate new applications.
Psychology, showcasing how aware he is.
And he's like,
of how every small piece.
Look at this. These are the same types of spreadsheets he uses to expose Mr. Beast. He was using them to get hired, and it's just him explaining metadata and how best to market videos to get them the most clicks possible. So the way that he's like saying that Mr. Beast manipulates children, he was totally okay with it. In fact, it's the reason he was hired there.
Of a video can be used to manipulate the viewer in one way or another. It now made sense why Dawson used the exact same content cop outfit as iDubbbz, or why he kept repeating his videos weren't monetized, or how he was able to frame and manipulate every lie as if it were the truth. It really all was viewer manipulation? This entire Reddit account just seems like the online embodiment of an unhealthy Mr. Beast obsession. So then I went over his erratic DMs to me where he threatened to slander me with nothing but false claims.
Keep in mind, I want to reference, you guys know who Beckett is? Beckett of Crabs. He runs the fucking Cope and Seethe YouTube channel. He just streams over there. Like, Beckett asked him, what did you do? Because he had, like, an established YouTube history. And Dogpack's response to him was, you'll never find my old channel. So it doesn't matter, which was kind of weird. That was a weird. We went over that in one of the videos. I forgot which one it was, but yeah, Beckett has DMs like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like who you are to like establish your line of credibility, and he's just like, you'll never find me. It's okay. I can say it's there. You'll never find it. Like, oh, okay.
What the fuck? Wait, that was actually what he said?
Nonetheless, this once again proved to me how Dogpack accuses and tries silencing people without
any
fact check.
I have to wait for this insta-kill to go away.
The truth to push his personal agenda. So, was he really just doing all this because his ego couldn't accept the fact that he got fired from his dream job after only 3 weeks at
that, and he became infamous. He became infamous now. He was pretty fucking famous for the past couple months. You can't knock all the connections he's built, all right? This guy was set to go on to do great things, quote unquote, after his Mr. Beast investigation. It's unfortunate that we're not going to see who else he can slander.
A YouTuber he was obsessed with? Maybe I'm gonna get some more answers at the Mr. Beast company, but for now, I'll just rewatch Minions for a third time.
Interviews with actual Beast employees.
Hi, Dustin Harris. You are the, rogue employee. And I've
been working at Mr. Beast for about 6 years now. I saw your slot video. I wanted to help set the record straight. So this is what we read earlier. This is the guy who talked to Jake.
First of all, I wanted to ask you what you do at Mr. Beast, what your role is, and why you decided to reach out and correct some of the accusations that have been made.
I worked for Jimmy almost 6 years, going on 6 years. I've been a writer, director.
Because you know that they're gonna point out, they're like, wait, Jimmy flew this guy out, or this guy flew out on his own, and Jimmy let him meet up with his employees. Like, obviously people who work for Jimmy, that Jimmy chooses, are gonna say positive things about him. But then, like, I could show you DMs where Dogpack said he flew out to LA to go meet with a bunch of disgruntled employees to learn more things about Jimmy's company. How is that any better, I guess? I think you have to take a grain of salt from the people that Jimmy wants us to talk to, but you also have to take a grain of salt with the radicalized fucking former employees that want the lies that Dawson is putting out there to continue. It's not an open and closed case. It's important to focus on the evidence that is provided, of which there is more in this video than any singular Dogpack video that's ever been released. I can't deny that. But I mean, you have to really consider the framing from all angles.
Producer, production coordinator, an assistant, executive assistant, head of production, head of creative, head of construction, you name it. I've done everything that I can do in this company, and
ooh, okay.
People slander the work that you've done, but to know that it's lies and misinformation will make anybody speak up, to be honest.
Hi, Emily. You worked at Mr. Beast. Can you tell me how long you've been working there?
Is this the one he mentioned was a... Oh, God.
I've been working there for shortly over a year as a,
oh, fuck.
like 4
okay. Okay.
Strategist right now.
Damn it.
Ideation generator, coordinator, so that's my official title.
If I remember correctly, that is also where Dawson worked, or...
Oh, god, bro. He got his coworker in the call. I thought maybe the call in real life. This is his coworker in real life.
For the internet, Dogpack 404.
No fucking way, bro.
I gotta go get my
So
dying
we
wish.
worked closely together with you.
Yeah, it was me and him in the department for about 2 weeks. It was just the two of us, and Hoodie was overseeing us.
Everybody calls me Hoodie because
Because I can't go back to Gap. Everybody calls me Hoodie because they won't let me back in the Gap.
The two of us, and Hoodie was overseeing us.
everybody calls me Hoodie because all I did like back in the day 8 years ago was run my own YouTube channel, youtube.com/hoodie. I got to work all over in different departments. I've been in creative, I've been in ideation right now as far as thumbnail.
When you're saying ideation manager, I guess you were the manager of Dawson or Dogpack 404.
Dude, they got his manager and a former coworker. Bro, this guy flew all the way out there to listen to every single person that remembered who this little scrawny fuck was when he worked at the company. I respect the hustle.
I was the manager of Dogpack 404 for a time being.
I've heard some stories of people feeling kind of off when he was hired, and I was wondering, why did you hire him?
I didn't hire that guy.
Oh,
no, I inherited that man.
Oh, okay, you didn't. Okay, how did that come to be then?
You want to know? So the real thing that actually happened was he applied to Beast while I was still the creative manager. He applied to Beast twice, and I saw his interview and went, interesting. He's got an analytical brain.
Yeah.
That's not creative. Like what he's talking about just won't fit what we're trying to do with our videos. So I turned him down the first time.
Okay.
Then he applies the second time a couple months later.
To ideation, I guess.
Still the creative.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, nah, this guy's still like he's got like an interesting mind, but I don't know. I think
It's not the job position that we're looking to hire for. I get what he's saying.
he'd probably fit somewhere else in like a different department or a different
Yeah.
channel. Who knows? He's clearly smart, but nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. A void opened up, something random happened. He spawned in on the channel, just randomly in ideation. I got summoned into a room and got told by our leaders, they're like, hey, there's a gap in ideation and thumbnail. I need somebody to go in there and help. Can you be that guy? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go in.
Okay.
And I went in, and that's the first time I met Dawson.
Dawson sent me a screenshot of messages he had between you and him. Can you just verify that these are real?
All right, let's take a look at these right now. You know I'm in a gunfight. Let's come prepared to the set with a deck tomorrow, just in case anyone wants to pitch any ideas to him. So we should meet in the office tomorrow morning, get set up. That way you can just be prepared just in case and make good
Oh, I
impressions.
completely forgot to
Agreed.
go
I
get
was
level
at set
3
an hour
plates.
ago. I met with Tyler's PA Sam and Pitch Nolan, LMAO. Hoodie never showed up. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Well, I guess we probably won't have to go to set tomorrow then. Regardless, it'd be good to get a deck set up, and I'm happy to help you with that. I'm down to go to set tomorrow. I'll just have to I have to still pitch Hoodie and meet Tyler at some point.
Alright, that's that.
Nothing super
Now I have to go get...
Yes,
Yeah, okay,
those
so
messages are between me and Dawson.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Can you tell me a bit about
I have to
your
go get
relationship with
plates.
Dawson
I have to
during both of you
upgrade
guys working there?
to
Was there something
Napalm
that
Burst.
felt off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so close. This is gonna be my last opal for assault rifle.
I try to keep it professional.
Probably until next
I think
season.
he tried his best to keep it professional, but I will say it was a little uncomfortable with just me and him in the office. He seemed pretty disinterested in making genuine connections with people at the company. He gave weird vibes for sure, and I
Crazy, he
felt,
gets
like,
along with Rosanna
very
just
uncomfortable
fine.
Working in the office with him, he didn't seem to.
I was uncomfortable to work in the office with him. Well, we've been taught to just take every Mr. Beast employee at their word, so I guess he was really uncomfortable.
I felt like very
It made people really uncomfortable.
working in the office with him. He didn't seem to work too well with others.
Okay.
It seemed like he had no respect for Hoodie. He didn't take any of Hoodie's advice. It seemed like he didn't think he knew what Hoodie was doing. But yeah, Dawson definitely did not like Hoodie. Yeah, did not like Hoodie, did not show him any respect, even though he was his superior and he was trying to train him into being a better ideation strategist.
So there was a leaked document, about like work culture, and there was a line in there. No, it doesn't mean no, and it has a pretty negative connotation. And I was wondering because you know you as a woman working at Beast.
This is the hiring manager, Kara.
Wondering.
No does not mean no, because they were obviously saying like, wait, this is like the thing that people say when they like rape people.
Because you know, you as a woman working at Beast, what was your reaction when reading that no doesn't mean no thing? And
yeah, so I actually wrote that part. Like, yeah. That's why it's funny. Yeah, because I actually wrote this thing with Jimmy doing this. The whole reason why this thing exists in the first place is because we are growing so fast people-wise. It's like, okay, how do we give them artificial Jimmy time? Like, how do we teach them what CTR is, teach them what 1 out of 10 is?
Yeah.
Like, how do you say, okay, this is how we think about creative, this is how what it takes to be successful here.
That's fucking funny, dude. I was not expecting a woman to write that. That's so funny.
Based off of the hard things we gotta do. That's the intent behind the document, right? No doesn't mean no is wildly taken out of context, I think, in this situation, because in the way that we mean it, it's a sales tactic. It's like, again, like I mentioned, like you call a crane operator and go, hey man, I need you to drop a jet from your crane, and they're like, huh? No, I can't do that, right? And so for us, it's more like, well, why can't you do that? And they're like, oh, well, I don't have the manpower to do this. And it's like, okay, well, how do we help you get past?
No, it's rape. Ava Chris Tyson, allegations of pedophilia. It's about rape. It's about No, you're wrong, woman. No, I don't care that you wrote it. I'm Dogpack404. It's about fucking
that, right? Can we help get you more labor? Is it like that's what it means, because like we wouldn't have a company if we stopped at no at face value.
Yeah.
Right? Because if everybody that told us no, we couldn't do some of the crazy things that we've done. It, in no sense of the word, in the context, means like as a female, if somebody comes up to me and says an improper comment.
Yeah, no, you understand. You're wrong, because the internet wants it to mean that. The internet is highly invested in this being like a weird sexual thing, so unfortunately, I know you wrote it, I know your intentions, but they don't matter.
Like, they keep trying. Like,
Rosanna's gonna be like, I can't believe that they brought a woman out to take the blame for Jimmy's misogynistic comments.
Not at all.
Okay,
you know
because
what I
that
mean?
was kind of concerning, I guess. But
Well,
yeah,
like
makes sense.
not at all.
Yeah,
Like not at all.
Okay.
Like in any sense of the word.
And this is the person that was in the video, quote unquote, doxed or whatever. They pulled up her LinkedIn profile, just stuck it in the middle of the video.
Like no, like it's a sales tactic. It's been around long before like we put it down on paper.
The truth of the matter is we were 4.5 weeks out of that video and we didn't have a hole or a train.
Who is this guy? I'm sorry. Controlled opposition, jokes aside, we wanted a person to be censored, but his voice... Wait, the person wanted to be censored, but not his voice distorted.
The truth of the matter is we were 4.5 weeks out of that video and we didn't have a hole or a train. And I don't know if you know anything about digging dirt, but it takes a long time to dig a hole that deep. And the location we ended up shooting it at happens to be a close personal friend of mine, and just happened to have a 50-foot deep quarry that was already dug. And the creative behind the video was that it was an 80-foot hole. So I had to get it dug another 30 feet in 4 weeks, which that much limestone is a lot to do. So we hired a massive excavating team to come out and dig the other 30 feet out. And then the reason that...
Why didn't they just use CGI if they fake all of their content? I'm like super curious. Like, wouldn't that make more sense? I don't know.
The hole is CG'd in the video is because of safety, right? We needed to create a back wall that the train wouldn't crash into and potentially kill people. So the hole is a little bit bigger than the video that we put lifts and cameras on that were far enough away that the train wouldn't hit them and no one would die, right? So it was all a safety concern. It was not about faking a hole at all.
No, they should have did it anyway. If somebody died, they died. Dogpack says we can't fake anything in the video, therefore that means people have to fucking die, okay? Otherwise, yeah, that's it. I think that Jimmy lacks the strength needed to sacrifice the weak in his audience so he can make better videos. That's the only way to look at this.
Was it a joke? Why did you make that joke?
I didn't work on that video. I was in the company at the time. I was working on a separate project, and I got a call, and they were like, "Hey, Jake's not doing so hot." And so I came in, and the assessment was accurate. He was not doing so hot.
Okay.
I just kind of I was talking to him. I was trying to cheer him up, and I made that joke. It's a war crime I didn't think it was going to turn into a bunch of thumbnails and titles on YouTube, but you know, like it was serious. I mean, it was obviously a joke, and it was definitely.
It's not a war crime. He could leave literally any time he wanted. Any other fucking version of that is just somebody lying to you.
Framed a little more maliciously.
Yeah,
in the video.
They didn't insinuate it as a joke in the video. They didn't show like the war crime, like definition of war crimes while it's being said.
They're like, wow, this is a great idea. Wait, we could literally just call it a war crime. I wonder how much of that video was bad because Jake Weddle like had creative control and Dogpack wanted to just let him off the like a junkyard dog, just let him off the fucking leash.
Can you talk
Because that guy is a total disaster.
About like since you were friends with Jake Weddle, did he talk about it afterwards, or do you know like how it came to be that?
Yeah, Jake Weddle's punishment should be that they show the war crime video.
He had such a rough time in that challenge.
Show the war crime video.
Again,
That's
I
fun.
didn't work on the video, so all I can do is I can kind of speculate. So I'll answer you by saying the process we normally go through when we cast. We usually find someone who we think is going to be good for a video, and we usually work with them leading up to the video, letting them know not exactly the challenges that we're going to be doing, but round about the level of difficulty that the challenges are going to be, and then we kind of lay out the challenge, right? We'd never really had that issue up to that point, and we haven't ever had that issue since that point. You know, we've done.
So they think that Jake Weddle was kind of a black mark. Despite the fact that they paid him out and all this stuff, it obviously didn't go up to, like they learned from this, I guess is what they're arguing.
Videos like the Trap Together video that had really, really similar aspects to the video Jake was in, and they had a positive experience after the fact. I mean, it was a tough challenge for them, but they released these videos after that. Now, that doesn't take away the way that Jake felt in that video, and I would never do that. You know, I saw the guy, he was not doing so hot, you know, and I don't know what happened in there specifically to make that happen. I don't, you know, I know Jake. He's not lying when he said he had a bad time. You know, I don't want to say that it was 100% Jake is the reason that challenge didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to turn out. Some people approach challenges just completely different, and that's the thing is, my brain tells me that if other people have gone through similar challenges and they've turned out okay, then maybe it's not the challenge. And I'm not the type of person that holds grudges, and I know I still work here now.
It is 100% the person. And you can see the way that, like, he's not in a fucking lockdown challenge right now, but go look at this guy's Instagram posts when he's freaking out that people are even slightly pushing back. The guy is a loose cannon off the chain, bro. This junkyard dog has fucking rabies. All right? Like, if you look at Jake Weddle, you can identify exactly why he would have more trouble than the average person in any sort of challenge-type scenario.
Videos, and I know people, like, I have friends that are like, I can't believe you're still talking to Jake Weddle. And I'm like, you know, in 10 years, none of this is going to matter between him and I. And I'm sure we'll have a beer together because it's, in the grand scheme of things, my friendship with him is more important than anything anybody's going to say online. When he spoke out, I know what he ran into as well. I know he ran into people that sent him hate. I know he ran into people that...
I'm the people, by the way, just to be clear.
They were sending him death threats.
Okay, I'm not people. That was not me. But I was sending hate.
Fucking hell.
Okay, I didn't do that either. Alright, just the hate. Specifically, just the hate part.
I know his phone number got leaked.
Okay, I didn't do that either. I really shouldn't have made that joke until I waited to hear what was said. I should not have made that joke, because I've obviously walked into quite the trap on that one.
And in that scenario,
Jesus.
You know, as messed up as it sounds, like, he couldn't really turn to any of his friends at Beast, because he kind of just...
No, because he's a scumbag.
You know,
it would be kind of a conflict.
Kind of just upset everyone at Beast. I mean, like, who does he have to turn to? He has to turn towards Rosanna and Dogpack and all the people that are making these videos about us. I mean, I think he found a family and he found a home. I don't fault the guy for sticking with that little group of people making videos. Like, it just makes sense.
So something I also want to ask you about is about Lakoya Hill. And there was some...
Shit, dude, we're actually going back to Lakoya Hill. I'm actually fucking stunned. I am super stunned. I thought we were just gonna walk off that. That was my first major criticism for the video, is that it felt like we kind of walked off from Lakoya. And here we are, an hour and 14 minutes, and we're fucking wheeling back to Lakoya fucking Hill. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Mismanagement from him towards his assistant. There are some allegations out there, but nothing concrete so far. And can you tell me a bit about what really went on with Lakoya Hill?
Yeah, so, like...
and they have a woman to explain it. That's even funnier.
Just kind of give you background on like when someone reports something to HR, which would have been me at the time because it was years ago.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody reports it, I go, hey, okay, like, thank you, I appreciate it. We're gonna make sure that we do everything we can to look into it. Then we always hire a third party company, either a lawyer or someone that's like not here to like prove one person right or wrong, but like a unbiased party. And so then like everybody.
It's almost like this is run like a company. And it's not just Jimmy saying, well, he only raped one guy, better send him to the other company. It's almost like I mean, dude, holy shit.
Then, like, the person, his assistant would have talked to them, LaCoya would have talked to them, and any person that they named as witnesses or potential proof of text messages, like, pictures, anything, like, this company would have dealt with.
Oh,
And
man.
they write a report, and then
We
they
are
go, hey, here's
so
the
good
issue,
right now.
Right? And so that's what they do. And then internally, what
We are
do is,
doing
like,
so
okay,
good.
the assistant, like, what do you want to happen, right? If it's this, if it's that, like, obviously if it's found, like, he's gone. Like, that's not okay in any workplace, you know?
If it's like confirmed that there is
Confirmed,
something.
like, of course, like, we're not gonna hang on to that, right? And so, and he was like, yeah, I don't necessarily want him to be fired, but like, I don't want to be around him.
Okay. So I'm starting to think it wasn't rape. I'm starting to think it was sexual harassment. I'm putting the pieces together here, because again, Dogpack shows like, this is a rapist, this is a sexual harasser, this is a guy who roofies, drugs, and rapes multiple people. If the context is that they performed a full HR investigation, and the specific party that was the victim said, quote unquote, I don't want him to be fired, that is kind of a fucking big deal, dude. That is kind of a fucking big deal.
I don't want to see him. Like, it's just really uncomfortable for me.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, there's the person who said he was a child abuser as well. Obviously, it can't be any the roofie and the child abuse thing. That can't be either of those.
You know, so we're like, okay.
It sounds like it was the sexual harassment thing.
Okay, great. So, like, I actually worked with him to come up with a list of like jobs that he wanted. Because again, if the person who he's assisting is not here, like, it's like, okay, well, now what's your job? Like, so it was like we came up with everything he was interested in, like what he wanted to do and stuff like that, and move him into a different role. And we said, hey, you won't have to see LaCoya again. We're gonna like move him completely out. It wasn't a secret. Like, we moved him to a new company.
So this was done with the specific employee as part of the. So it's not just Jimmy hiding his friend, it's that the HR team worked directly with the party. Oh my god, dude. I mean, fuck LaCoya Hill if he's sexually harassing people in the workplace, but this is just wildly misrepresented if this is the case.
Idea that we had, he was the only person in that
company. And it is singular employee, too. Keep in mind, Dogpack says that LaCoya Hill has abused other people. You can go check my DMs with him. He's gone out of his way to say that's the case.
He wasn't even on site. He wasn't working in the building. He wasn't anything like that. Like, we just said, hey, we think this is a cool idea. Go figure it out. And so he went on his own to go figure that out. And then the assistant worked with us for a long time. And then when he wasn't here anymore, I think it was like almost a year after the assistant.
We are
had,
certainly cooking.
Chosen to do whatever he wanted to do. Then we were like, okay, we'll bring LaCoya back to help, because at this point there's no conflict anymore. So that's really what it was. Like, it was no, oh, we're gonna go hide LaCoya over here, and like, I mean, even now LaCoya doesn't work for us anymore.
Most of the time he was there was consumed in trying to get an Apple Vision Pro.
Any weird.
Oh my god, bro, no way. All right, LaCoya stuff. Obviously, my answer is they still should have fired him. I don't think it matters what the employee said. Sexual harassment in the workplace, the correct procedure in my mind. Again, I'm not an HR employee. I don't do that. I'd say you probably should just let the guy go. But I mean, you can't just ignore the fact that they worked directly with this person and came to like a mutual agreement of what would happen. They obviously helped out this employee and hooked them up with whatever they wanted to do in the company. And then like Dogpack wildly misrepresents what's happening here through random employee testimony. Like, that's insane. And
Oh, my finger is starting to hurt with this shotgun.
Oh, we have to protect this unnamed employee. It's because like it needs to describe malicious intent by Mr. Beast, so the framing is just wildly important. He's gone now. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it. Does it really matter if they fired him after Dogpack put out a video exposing that he still works there? Am I really going to give Jimmy points for that? I personally no. If they wanted to get rid of him, they would have gotten rid of him sooner. But I will say that like this is a wild amount of context to gain, and it does kind of change things for me a bit.
Stories circulating.
And it's also that
something Dawson did.
I mean, Mr.
But he
Beast
was falsely
viewers, or
accused.
not
This
Mr.
is
Beast
the best way to
viewers.
handle the situation. That is 100%.
Mr.
true.
Beast is
If they
definitely under
deemed the
fire right
allegations
now.
Were fucking. If the
Oh,
majority of people
oh,
believe that it
oh.
wasn't the case or whatever, that it was false or whatever.
Oh, I'm
sure,
back.
Okay.
Okay.
100%. But
Anyway,
they're bringing a third-party team to handle it. So again, it's ultimately up to them. It's not up to them. Like they're not here to establish guilt. They're just kind of.
It's also that Mr. Beast, there's a big outrage against him right now, and the employees are very upset because he won't address them fully. Well, I think he just did. This was literally just like an hour ago, I believe. 6 hours ago, there was an interview. I know, or not 6 hours ago. It was like a day ago, I think. And Oompa put it out, I think, was who it was? Oompaville? It's just,
Here to mitigate the situation, make sure that the offending party.
It's not
isn't
just hurting
immediately-
Mr. Beast's reputation at this point, it's hurting everybody at his company.
Company or.
I heard that he told the chef that his food was trash.
I heard that.
Yeah.
He told the Dogpack told the chef that his food was. Chat, should I use the money that I make covering the situation to buy an Apple Vision Pro? I don't know, do you think that's a good use of the money that
That's
I make
fucking
covering this
hilarious.
problem?
Okay. That'd be actually
Just so
really
I can
funny.
Say I have it and Dogpack doesn't.
Or whatever.
I feel like that would be a good financial decision
Bro,
for me.
something Dawson did at the
I gotta make the Apple Vision Pro money, chat.
company or.
I heard that he told the
next video, I'll just be on camera watching from the Apple Vision Pro.
Chef.
That's really funny, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. He's just wearing it while he's making his next video.
I got an index or whatever. I like VR. I'm a VR guy. Batman Arkham Shadow. Chat, if you've ever played VR and you felt like it's kind of a gimmicky tech demo, Batman Arkham Shadow is the game that fucking changes that. It is a Quest exclusive. There's like you can get in on the Quest right now. I think it's like $200 and something for the light version, which is probably all you need. I would try to borrow your friends or could potentially invest in it. Because
Yeah,
it's
a lot of games
Batman
become
Arkham
like
Shadow is a
transcendent
complete
in
fucking
VR. Like
Batman
Elite
Arkham
Dangerous
experience.
is
I
a
was shocked
completely
at how
different
much
game in
gameplay
VR.
You can just do in VR. It's not a tech demo. It's a full fucking game. Buy that shit. It's good.
I did in a video afterwards and I talked about that, but.
I'm
yeah.
not sure how much truth there is to that, but I mean, maybe we could call him and see like, hey, this is Emily from Ideation.
Hey Emily, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Wait, what?
I'm doing alright,
Cool. Well, I'm here with Soggy. I wanted to ask you, I have a question to ask you about Dawson, but I want to make sure you're comfortable being recorded first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I heard a rumor circulating that Dawson told you that your food was trash. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was the first time I actually met him. It was kind of after his tour.
The first time he met him, he told the chef that his food sucked, and he's
Why
surprised
the
that he got
what?
fired
It's
from
I've
his
been in this
company.
game so long that it's just
No wonder they
flickering
say
everything.
There's fucking chores to work with, dude. He literally fucking shit on the chef.
All right,
dude.
so that's 2 opals,
Wouldn't the Apple Vision
2
Pro actually
gold
work
in
well
the
for you?
same
Personally,
game.
I don't like buying the first of any product. I did that with the Apple Watch, and it was a piece of shit. I would buy whenever I think next year they're rumored to come out with one with like M5 chip or whatever, so it has Apple Intelligence and shit, just a refresh. That's probably when I'd buy, being realistic, if I wanted it, but I don't need it. It would just be like a luxury purchase for no fucking reason. It's a waste of money.
Yeah, that's fair.
He actually came over, tried some of the food that we had in the fridge.
Not buying the first Cybertruck, not buying the first iPhone, not buying the first. No, I'll wait until they make I'll wait till they at least refresh it once. That's a good lesson for you guys. The new technology looks really cool when it's new, but you're a beta tester for that company. Just wait until they put out like a better version of the product, because I mean they're not gonna. Yours is immediately worth nothing when Apple puts out the second Apple Vision Pro. It's
True,
worth $1,000.
true.
Does it really matter to you at that point?
And then proceeded to tell me it tasted like shit, and that he wishes that we would cater more frequently.
Wow.
Because which is fairly interesting because I'm not sure if I had introduced myself or maybe he just felt comfortable enough to tell me the food tasted like shit.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how it went. My first interaction with him, and then other than that, I really had no other interaction.
I can't believe he told him his food tasted like shit.
That's
It's
such
his
a
dream job,
fucking
Wolf.
rude.
That's so funny, dude. I mean, I don't think it means anything really.
No.
It's just funny.
Or wanting to have any other interaction with him after that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm really sorry to hear that, but
Damn.
I disagree. I think your food is great.
That looks really good.
No,
Look at that.
I'm only going to mention the Apple Vision Pro one more time because I have looked into it. There is inherent value to a VR headset that you can take out of your house. You can't take the Quest 3 anywhere you want. You'll destroy the fucking thing. It specifically tells you not to bring it outside. So the fact that you can do that with the Apple Vision Pro is like super valuable. But other than that, I don't really see like a huge
that looks
utility
beautiful.
for a VR headset that doesn't have controls.
I can't wait to have to
not
do
gonna
this
have the
shit
same gaming support
for
that I can do on a
Afterlife, where I have to go through every gun again.
Recently, there was this video.
Oh man, bro.
One of the clinics where some of the eye surgeries were happening and helping 1,000 people see for the first time. And they claimed that the Mr. Beast company hadn't paid for any of the surgeries yet. Can you talk a bit about that?
Oh, okay, so this has been resolved. The thing that they're pulling up right here, obviously this is now fully understood because, oh, fuck, we kept the one watching that. No, this is the eye thing where apparently they tried to reach out to a third party and paid them, and that third party didn't pay on time or something. The company that did the eye surgeries has, like, put out a statement clearing the whole thing up, but obviously it is relevant.
It brings me
bring up in
to
this video.
7. All right.
Essentially,
8.
when we did that video, we worked with a third party. And that
12,
third party worked with a bunch of different organizations all around the
14,
world because we were trying to spread it as far as we could, multiple countries. So we had one center
16,
third party that we were working with, and they kind of worked with all these. One of those organizations somewhere around the
17,
world didn't receive the
18,
compensation.
19,
Which we only worked with the third party. We paid them for 1,800 surgeries.
20, 21.
Like, this is, I'm glad that Mr. Beast
21,
made
bro.
it whole.
That's
the
2
right
Mystic
thing to
Gold
do, but,
and then 2 Opal done
I mean, this
in the
is nothing to
same.
hold against him in this case.
No,
It's
it's
a
8. I
genuine
did 3 Opal in the same
Like,
run.
oh, it's miscommunication.
That
Oh,
was so
shouldn't happen.
good,
It's like, well, I mean,
bro.
it seems to have worked well with all
This
the other
VOD is gonna be massive,
I
though.
don't know what happened here.
800, so another 1,000.
Yeah. We kept going at
All right, I'm gonna call it there. This has been going on way too long. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Goodbye.